It's the 2013 OHSAA football playoffs on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Tonight from Alumni Stadium at St. Francis de Sales High School in Columbus, it's a Division III Region 9 matchup between the Brookhaven Bearcats and the Marion Franklin Red Devils. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Greg Fry, this is Todd Bell. We're so glad that you're with us here tonight for this matchup. When you take a look at these two teams meeting for the second time this year, and the winner's going to move on as we look at the bracket. And in the other matchup, it is the Plains, Athens, and Tri-Valley. As you see, the top four seeds all held serve last week, and the two winners will meet next Friday night. For Brookhaven, this was a team, Greg, early on, was kind of getting a feel for the season. Got a rough start since then, been playing very well.
Yeah, they started 1-2, but they ran off 8 in a row. And what's key is they beat Chillicothe last week. They got their first playoff win since 2009, so they're coming in here with a lot of confidence.
And we take a look at some of the stars for this football team, and their quarterback, he's a youngster, had to grow up in this offense very quickly, and that is Micah Fleming.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He certainly has matured. Only a sophomore, nearly thrown for 1,000 yards. He's accounted for 13 touchdowns. Watch out, though, because he can also run the football.
And a couple other players to keep an eye on, and this guy, Bruce Foster, we don't know where he'll line up tonight. And Terry Barker on the outside, a very talented wide receiver.
Yeah, Bruce Foster, 11 touchdowns on the year. He's thrown for touchdowns. He's received touchdowns. He also has rushing touchdowns. Very versatile athlete. Terry Barker, 25 catches on the year, 10 touchdowns, which means every time, 2.5 times he touches the football, he gets in the end zone.
For the Marion Franklin Red Devils, they come in. I mean, they feel like this is where they're supposed to be. It's the playoffs, Greg. They're already a round into the playoffs. And again, a great season for Brian Hafley's bunch.
Yeah, they expect to be in the playoffs. A typical Marion Franklin team. They're big, they're fast. And to me, they've been close in Division II the last couple of years. The fact that they're in Division III, and I still see the same type of program, they have a chance to go a long way.
And the stars tonight for the Red Devils will start with their quarterback, Justin Tyler, who Brian Hafley said before the game, we wouldn't even let him throw early in the season. Now he's throwing it everywhere.
Yeah, once again, he's certainly matured throwing the football, done a great job recently. 1,700 yards on the season. He's accounted for 24 touchdowns, and he is also a threat to run the football.
And their other stars tonight, Landon Yurty is another guy, kind of like Foster, who will line up everywhere, and Omar Alfred, another good wide receiver.
Yeah, Yurty's that guy they like in the slot position, very versatile. He'll run the jet sweep, also does a great job catching the football. And Omar Alfred, 550 yards receiving. He's also accounted for 7 touchdowns. He is another threat.
All right, it's kind of a quasi-Columbus League championship game here tonight. The winners of the North and the South, but most importantly, they'll move on in the playoffs. Kickoff of tonight's Division III Region 9 matchup, Brookhaven, Marion Franklin. It's coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
How can your business score with cable's loyal sports fans? The Time Warner Cable Media team can show you how. 88% of sports programming lives on cable. And Time Warner Cable Media has more than 30 different sports channels, with premier sports in primetime almost every night this fall. We're your one-stop shop for accessing, targeting, activating, and engaging sports fans in the can't-miss games of the season. How can your business score with cable's loyal sports fans? Time Warner Cable Media. That's how.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
Tonight's game on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is brought to you by This Week Community News.
Playoff football tonight from Alumni Stadium, St. Francis de Sales High School. Todd Bell, Greg Fry with you here tonight for this Division III Region 9 matchup between the Red Devils of Marion Franklin and their counterparts from the Columbus City League, the Brookhaven Bearcats. Couldn't ask for a better night for football in week 2 of the playoffs. Temps will be in the mid-50s. Very little breeze here tonight. Slight chance of rain, but I'm saying there's not going to be any tonight, so we're going to have dry football. The third member of our broadcast team is Emily Harkins. We check in with her for the first time tonight. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Todd. Well, both teams are excited to be here, and these two teams go way back. Coach White used to coach at Marion Franklin for 4 years, so these two teams know each other inside and out. They lost to Marion Franklin in the regular season, but Coach White said they're a completely different team than they were week 2. Coach Brian Halfley told me that their biggest challenge is beating the same team twice. He said he's been telling his guys all week long they have to bring more emotion than Brookhaven brings, and he says they can't let them hang around in the game long or this could be a dogfight for us, guys.
All right, Emily, thank you. You see Trevor White, the head coach for Brookhaven, and he is in his 3rd season, a record of 22-9 in his time there. And Brian Halfley on the other sideline. And Coach Halfley won his 100th game of the season this year, a record of 101-18. We are underway as Brookhaven in the white will kick it off to Marion Franklin in the red. The ball goes into the end zone. And we are underway here tonight, and we'll see this offense for Marion Franklin come onto the field. Greg led by their quarterback. He is a junior. And again, as we talked about in the open, he has really matured as this season has gone along.
He really has. He's gotten much better throwing the football. Coach Halfley was a little bit afraid to let him throw the football earlier in the season. But as you would expect, he's certainly grown up this year, did a great job distributing the football, and he's also very dangerous, not only throwing the football with his legs.
So you see Justin Tyler, and as Greg said, can do it both with the arm and with the legs. And Marion Franklin, an offense that averages 34 points a game, will open up. You'll see they'll spread it out. They'll work Tyler out of the shotgun formation. And a low snap on first down. They will sweep it over here to the near side. And on the first down carry, the ball will come out near the 25-yard line. Take a look at this offense for the Red Devils. They've got some big guys on that offensive line. They've got 4 seniors up there as well. And then the skilled players, again, you can pretty much either hand it off or throw it to one of these guys. Any one of them can make a big play and get downfield very quickly. After a pickup of 4, it'll be second down, and Julius Monroe this time on the carry, and a very short gain as he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Bearcats, you'll see the 3-3-5 look, and they've given up just 14 points per ball games. Take Takevion Simmons, their linebacker, leads them with 3 interceptions on the season, and then their secondary, again, led by a good senior group back there as well. It'll be third down after a loss of 3 on the play, and Tyler is going to work out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Takes a chest-high snap. He'll sling it down the middle, and this ball is going to be caught at the 45-yard line. Penalty markers are in on the play as well as Shannon Royster, senior wide receiver, will make the catch. We'll see about the marker, though, Greg. If it stands, the ball's coming all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Well, I think it's going to be a pass interference, but he also caught the football, so it doesn't matter. They went with the 4 verticals, and it's a great read. A good job throwing the ball. The linebacker wasn't looking, and Royster went up and made the catch.
Number 3, that penalty's declined. Results of the play, first down.
So as you hear, we've got a first down here now for this Marion Franklin offense, and that's the big play capability that they have. As you see Coach Halfley right there. A negative play on second down, but Greg, a big play on third down.
A big pickup, 3rd and 10. You get the first down. That's a way to start the game.
Football out at the 46-yard line. And the handoff will be to Darian Leeper, and boy, is he met right at the line of scrimmage. Some big hitting going on here early on for this Bearcat defense.
Latrone Backus came through there and blew him up. Got some help by Takevion Simmons. Well, there's the emotion that Coach White wanted to see. And the defense fired up.
Second down now for Marion Franklin. No gain on that second down play. Landon Yurti is in motion. They fake to him, and up into the hole is the quarterback Tyler. But again, little running room up front, and it's going to bring up third down and long now.
A great stop by Paul Ernest Hughes from his linebacker position to come up. He came up aggressively and made the tackle because that play had a chance if he doesn't make the play.
Well, Marion Franklin converting on 1 third down and long already. So 3rd down and 9 coming up now for the Red Devils. They'll go empty backfield this time for Tyler. He'll have 5 wide receivers. You see the 3 to the bottom of the screen. Tyler taking the shotgun snap. Pocket collapses a little bit. He'll roll to this near sideline. Finally dumps it off, trying to get it to Royster. Couldn't get it to him, and it'll bring up 4th down. Some good early pressure that time from Stephen Banks from the defensive line of the Bearcats.
He had a couple guys open early here, but the pressure forced him out of the pocket, and he tries to squeeze it in late to Royster. I think very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
So 4th down and out to punt now will be Julius Monroe. And they've got 1 back to receive. And I believe that is Devontae Lewis. Good snap back. And the punt is away. And we'll take a nice roll and will be returned here by Barker. He's actually the return man here. So Barker on the return will bring it out near the 20-yard line. And we'll see the Brookhaven offense come onto the field for the first time. Mentioned a junior quarterback on Marion Franklin's side, a sophomore quarterback in Micah Fleming over here on the side for the Bearcats as they'll be running the offense.
Well, we'll get the first look at their offense tonight. Led by a sophomore. Anytime you get a sophomore back there, you got some growing up to do, but he's done a nice job this year, really coming along. And I like that touchdown to interception ratio, almost 2-to-1.
So 1st down and 10 now for the Bearcats. Offense that averages 343 yards a game and 34 points per contest. And we will see Fleming working under center with a single back on 1st down as Barker will be the motion man for the Bearcats. And play action pass on 1st down. Pressure coming from behind. Fleming going to try and run away from it, and he's going to get his way back to the line of scrimmage. But good pressure that time as David Wellborn caught up with the quarterback Fleming. You see the offensive line here for the Bearcats. They've got a couple of juniors and 3 seniors along the front line. And again, we highlighted Terry Barker and also Kendra Powell, another talented wide receiver for this group.
Again, they got a lot of athletes, a lot of talent there. And Krigo in that first play was wide open downfield. Tyler just unable to get the ball away, had pressure.
2nd down play coming up.
Excuse me, Fleming had a chance there.
See Josh Clay's lineman will shift to the right, line up on the right side, and they'll toss sweep here to David Peoples. Tries to get to the corner, and he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage once again as this very talented Marion Franklin defense gets another stop. And they are only giving up 7 points per ball game, and they're missing their best defender as A.J. Tarvin out since week 2. And they've had guys like Thomas James at linebacker who's really stepped up and kind of filled that void for him. And then in the secondary, Omar Alfred, 6 interceptions this season on defense for the Red Devils.
Well, that's the strength of their team, and they've been good historically on defense. And this year, that's really been the consistent element that they've had. Difficult to score on.
3rd down play coming up now for Brookhaven. They have to get all the way out to the 28-yard line. They will roll out the quarterback. Fleming throws on the run. Asan Krigo was the intended receiver, and it kind of went through his hands over here near the 30-yard line. Would have been good for the 1st down, but a 3 and out here for the Bearcats.
Well, that was a great throw. That ball was on the money by Fleming. I'm wondering if that ball got up in the lights because Krigo whiffed it. I mean, that ball was right on the money. And he turned back and he was looking right at a bank of lights on the other side of the field. Not that, as a receiver, you never want to have an excuse, but that sometimes those things do happen. Just don't tell your coach.
And the quarterback certainly doesn't want to hear about it, right?
No.
You saw the return men, Royster and Alfred, and they'll receive the punt here from Fleming. So the quarterback also does their punting, and boy, does he lift one off downfield. It'll be finally tracked down by Alfred. Tries to reverse his field now, and good coverage downfield by Brookhaven all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, what a booming kick that time from Micah Fleming, who only averages 37 yards a kick. but a big one right there will dig them out of a little bit of a hole. No score. Marion Franklin and Brookhaven each have had one possession. Timeout on the field. It'll be Marion Franklin football when we come back on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
My style? Well, it might be dresses one day, shorts another, something fun and dressy the next. And that's why Plato's Closet fits whatever mood I'm in. I can find all the latest trendy clothes, gently used at a ton less than I'd pay at the mall. And they pay me cash, on the spot, for my barely used clothes, shoes, and jewelry. Plato's Closet helps me change my look as much as I change my mind.
Hi, I'm at the Columbus East Menards store with Scott, the general manager. Now, Scott, I've been hearing some great things about this store. What can you tell us?
Yes, here at Menards, we have everyday low prices plus sales, too. Back here in our cabinets and appliance barn, we have everything you need to build the kitchen of your dreams, from cabinets, countertops, major appliances. We even have Kitchen Design Center.
Well, I guess Menards really does have everything you need to help you get that kitchen of your dreams. Scott, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, actually, stop at the Columbus East Menards and ask for me. I'd be glad to help. Or you could stop by one of our other Columbus locations.
No score here as we've played about 4.5 minutes of our opening quarter. Brookhaven Bearcats into the postseason here, and again playing one of their rivals in Marion Franklin. You see the 15 postseason appearances, including this year, and you see that state championship, only Columbus City League team to ever win a title back in 2004. What a special run that was for Brookhaven that year.
And that team was loaded.
They were, weren't they?
That was a good football team. And 2011, this matchup occurred at Marion Franklin in week 1 of the playoffs, and Marion Franklin won that game.
In fact, they have met twice in postseason play, and Marion Franklin has won both of them. First down and 10 for the Red Devils. And back to action is quarterback Justin Tyler. Going to throw a big ball here for Alfred over near the sideline, and Alfred did a good job of adjusting, but Tyler well underthrown that time.
Yeah, nice job coming back to the football by Alfred, but just not a very good throw in the fade. I like the idea, though, going one-on-one to Omar Alfred. I like your odds.
Early on in that opening possession, which they did complete a long pass for a first down, the running game is going nowhere on their first couple of options. And now they'll have second down and 10. 4 wide receivers. That's Landon Yearty going in motion. He'll jet in front. Tyler will keep, and he'll make his way out near the 28-yard line. So another short run for Justin Tyler. Early on, Tyler keeping on the jet sweep, and they'll have third down and long coming up.
Did a pretty good job picking up some positive yards here, but I really like how that Brookhaven defense is running through the football. You can see both teams trying to feel each other out here and try to get something established offensively. Another team isn't able to do so yet.
Third down play here. Tyler will go back to the air. Again, looking over the middle for Landon Yearty, and he overshoots him incomplete. Terry Barker was there for the coverage for Brookhaven. That's a very quick 3 and out for Marion
Terry
Franklin.
Barker's really making his presence felt defensively. He's made a couple plays already. And, you're going to see him on both sides of the ball, but I like his athletic ability. That was great coverage right there, because he had Yearty in a one-on-one situation. I think that was the right read by Justin Tyler, but pretty well covered.
I want to correct the punter right now for Marion Franklin. Cameron Thompson is going to handle their kicking duties, at least here early on in the game. He'll stand back inside his 20-yard line. Had a nice punt his first time. And with the running style kick. And that will be fielded on the run out over midfield, and breaking a couple of tackles on the play is Takavion Simmons. And boy, good field position there. That's a great play by Simmons, Greg. We see so many times that ball will bounce, take the big turf roll, and you're thinking about what could have been, and Simmons not only saved him yardage, but picked up about 20.
Well, you're speaking to a former offensive coordinator that used to cringe when that would happen. But yeah, he probably saved 30 or 40 yards. If that ball hits the ground, that's about a 30, 40-yard swing. So great job there, and he caught it with some aggression going forward.
So first down and 10 now for Brookhaven football at the 44-yard line. As we are closing in on the midway point of this opening quarter of play. Barker's the man in motion. And on first down, it's Peoples with a head of steam straight through the middle. And David Peoples, junior running back, averaging 6 yards per carry, will pick up about maybe 3 on the play. Peoples will be closing in on 1,000 yards here tonight. He had 926 coming in and leads them with 154 carries. He's the workhorse for this group in the backfield.
Had a seam there. If he could get past that first line, there was some open space, but a good job by the Red Devils defensively to not allow that to happen.
Second down after they officially spotted. It'll be second down and 8. And out of the shotgun this time, this is a design run, and Peoples taking the snap, and he gets to the corner, and he's out of bounds finally, near the 25-yard line. So they direct snap it to David Peoples, and a big pickup on the play of 17.
Well, I can tell you, he's faster than he looks on film because that Red Devils defense looked like they were in position, and he outran him to the sideline and turned it up. That's a nice pickup. Omar Alfred came up from the corner position to turn that thing inside, but overran it a little bit. It was a good cutback by Peoples.
So first down and 10 now for Brookhaven. They put the football down at the 27-yard line. Micah Fleming will work out of the shotgun. They've got 4 to the right of him. They'll throw it out that way. It'll be caught by Powell. Tries to turn upfield, and that Red Devil defense with pursuit will get over there and stop him for just a 2-yard gain. Brookhaven's fortunate that ball got to the receiver, Powell.
It was. They blitzed off the right-hand side, but when Powell caught it, it looked like he was going to pick up 8 to 10 yards. And that Red Devil defense, you can tell how fast they are. So look at the green space right there, and all of a sudden the red shirts are going to show up and blow that thing up.
Yeah, initially that was pursuit. Sorry, Greg. Initially that was Thomas James who got his hands up there, almost batted the ball down, but it changed the quarterback Fleming's eyes. He had to throw it a little higher, maybe messed up the timing a little bit. Second down after picking up 3, and they'll direct snap it straight through the middle. Ball is on the turf inside the 10, and Marion Franklin has come up with a turnover. Bruce Foster took the direct snap, had a nice hole up the middle, but didn't protect the football in a game's first turnover.
They were going to have first down probably inside the 10-yard line, and Foster put it on the ground. And it looks like Royster came up with it. Boy, that's a big turnover because they were knocking on the door to score. Look at the blocking up front. They got a great push. Right here, it's going to sneak out.
How about the wherewithal by Royster to be able to find the football and pick it up? Another look here. Well, that might have been Julius Monroe that got his hands on the football as Foster came streaking through. So the game's first turnover will give Marion Franklin the football, but not in very good field position as they have it at the 9-yard line. First down and 10. Austin Dent will line up at an H-back to the right. And the give is going to be to Monroe. They've got a hold of him back there and make that Darian Leeper the ball carrier. And yet again, the front of this Bearcat defense is getting through the line, not giving much protection.
Well, they're playing with some energy, that's for sure. I mean, they're bringing the energy in this first quarter. And they are not allowed Marion Franklin to establish any running game whatsoever.
See that defense. Kavion Simmons, number 11, in the middle of that linebacking core. For Marion Franklin, Leeper has to leave the lineup, lost his shoe. And so now Willie Barnes will replace him in the backfield. Second down and 9 for Marion Franklin. No score here with 4.5 to play, and we've got movement now against Marion Franklin.
Head ball. False start 54 on the offense. 5 yards. 5-4. They'll take it down.
So that'll back them up. And playoff games, you always want to try and remain as disciplined as possible. That won't make Coach Hapley happy on that sideline.
No, and I think he's got to exercise some patience here. They have not had good field position yet, as you mentioned. It's getting worse right here with the penalty. But they've got to try to get a first down and get out of there.
And we get a timeout that is going to be used here by Brookhaven. So the Bearcats will burn the first timeout of the game. Well, Brookhaven kind of talked about it in the open, Greg. They dropped their first 2 games. One to Marion Franklin and then one to Central Crossing. Maybe what got their season turned around was an overtime win against Northland. They scored 29-28, and then after defeating Whetstone, this defense that we're seeing here tonight really kicked it in gear. The last 5 weeks, 2 shutouts, and only allowed 20 points.
Yeah, I would agree that Northland in week 4 was a big game for them. Yeah. I mean, you're 1-2 going to week 4, and you win in overtime. That was probably a defining moment for this team to realize, okay, we got it back. We're 2-2. You know, they beat a good Whetstone team in week 5, and then you're right. That's when the defense really started to come together. And you know, credit the coaching staff for keeping this team focused and improving along that way. And then, boy, they put a great run on to finish out their regular season.
Then coming up with the win last week against Chillicothe, 29-27 in the opening round of the Division III playoffs in Region 9. Marion Franklin defeated a good Dover Tornado bunch last week, 34-14. So after the penalty and after a timeout, Marion Franklin back out here on offense, looking at 2nd down and long. The football will be backed up all the way inside the 10, and now they set it at the 5-yard line.
Oh, they're not? All right.
Officials, a little discussion here. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is they're waiting on. Now they're going to get together and talk things over a little further. I don't know if it's the spot of the football. Maybe they were just confirming what down it was.
I believe so. It's the marker says 2nd down.
And that should be accurate. They had the 1st down play. Leeper lost his foot. Then the false start penalty.
It's just, you know, it's just meetings to have meetings.
Okay,
you know?
all right.
Why not have a meeting on the field?
2nd down, 14 yards to go now for Marion Franklin on offense. And Tyler will work out of his own end zone now. Steps up in the pocket, able to get out of the end zone. Oh, was he lucky, Greg, to be able to dance out of there. Khalil Weeks, number 50 in white. You see the good look at the senior right there. Was able to track down Tyler from behind.
Yeah, Khalil Weeks was closing fast. 5'8", 230-pound senior. And it looked like Tyler, if he could get the edge, you know, he had a chance to pick up some positive yards, but Weeks said not happening.
So Justin Tyler got a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and about 13 to go now for this Marion Franklin offense. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Willie Barnes in there in the backfield to the right of Justin Tyler, but they'll let him throw out of the end zone. Steps up. He's running along the goal line, works his way over the 5, and is swung out of bounds by Barker out near the 9-yard line. A lot of confidence to let Tyler dance around back there in the end zone.
Well, I think they were trying to throw a screen, and it got blown up by Brookhaven. He was looking to his right. He's going to throw a screen right here, and he saw the seam to run, and he took off running. I think Omar Alfred was the outside receiver coming underneath, so kind of a middle screen was being set up, and you know, Justin Tyler, maybe he wants to sit in there a little bit and stay in the pocket, but either way, they're going to have to punt.
And Brookhaven should end up with great field position. Simmons back to receive at his own 40-yard line. Cameron Thompson standing 5 yards deep into his own end zone. No pressure, kicks a low-line drive that'll roll past Simmons, but he's got time to pick it up and will. Now he's on his own side of the 50, back on the plus side, and will make his way near the 46-yard line. So a good effort that time by Thompson to get rid of the football. It took one of those football-type bounces, and Simmons couldn't come up with it. But again, great field position here for Brookhaven.
Well, great field position, and again, excellent job by picking this thing up by Simmons and picking up positive yards. He's done it the last 2 times. But I think the key here, Todd, is Brookhaven has had positive field position. But they turned it over last year. They got 0 points. They got to get points out of this because at some point the Red Devils are going to wake up and start putting some points on the field. Right now, you know, Brookhaven's they've had control of the game, but there's 0 points to show for it yet.
1st down and 10 now for the Bearcats. That'll be Barker coming in motion behind the quarterback Fleming, who will take a quick drop, trying to throw one right down the seam to Barker, but it is broken up by Cameron McCune. Good play from the cornerback, reading that pass, getting over and busting up the play.
And this is one of those throws you don't want to let hang too far. It nearly got intercepted. But he didn't. He put it right on the money. Barker unable to come down with it.
Now, you talked about his big play ability. they can get him out in space. He can certainly make plays, averaging over 22 yards a reception this year.
I like the aggressive mentality. They went for the throat. It's a lot of teams do. You get a turnover or good field position, they go for the home run.
2nd down and 10. Fleming again, and it's dropped by Foster. Wow. Quick throw right down the seam, and Foster couldn't hold on to the football.
They really came back with the same play. This time it's Bruce Foster. And the ball's right on the money. It's going to hit him in a bad spot.
You know, it's interesting. All of the numbers. He has 272 yards rushing. He's got 366 passing when they've needed him this year, but they've only had him catch 2 balls for 61 yards, 30.5 per catch and a touchdown. But, boy, he could have had a big play there.
Well, he's one of those guys you've got to find a way to get him football.
Good look at Fleming right there. He's got to make a play here on 3rd down. Rolling away from the middle of the field. Zips it back the other direction. And somebody's got it. No, it's incomplete. Boy, quite a collision. Believe it was Peoples, the intended receiver, and it was. Coming out of the backfield. Boy, pretty good arm strength by Fleming to get that down the middle of the field.
Well, credit Cameron McCune came from the other side of the field to make that play because this was open. Free safety's up. It goes over the free safety's head, but McCune's going to come in here and make the play and almost intercept the football. At this point, it looked like they both had it.
Fleming will sky one towards the far sideline. Now will check up and work its way back towards the middle of the field, and it'll be down by Brookhaven out near the 20-yard line. So Brookhaven now, Greg, twice has had fantastic field position starting inside Marion Franklin territory with no points to show for it.
And that's not good. You're in a playoff game, when you get opportunities, you have got to put points on the board, especially against a team like Marion Franklin who, you know, had played well this past week. They've got some momentum. They just haven't got it going yet tonight. But you got to cash in when you have the opportunities. And I'm telling you, in an hour from now, you know, that's going to be a factor.
1st down and 10 for the Red Devil offense that's really had no luck moving the football here in the opening quarter. One 25-yard pass play, and that has been just about it.
Well, they haven't had field position either. Average field position less than their own 20.
And the handoff in the backfield, and being spun around again is Julius Monroe. Well, it looked like a little mix-up in the backfield with Yearty and Monroe. Monroe ended up taking it. And again, great pursuit. Was that Ernst Hughes again?
Terry Barker again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Barker. Yep, one-on-one situation, making the tackle in the open field. It's an excellent tackle.
And with more on Terry Barker, we check in once again with Emily Harkins. Emily.
Hey, Todd. Yeah, Coach White said that Terry Barker could be the team MVP. He said he does it all offensively all year long. One of their slot receivers. He normally doesn't kick, but he was put in a game in overtime. In week 4, he kicked the winning goal. And Coach said his nickname is Super Jock. Only 5'7", 170 pounds. He doesn't lack in confidence. And Coach said whenever he's put in these situations, he comes through for us.
Well, he certainly has had a great start here defensively. And take me on Simmons. Great play there defensively to get in. Took on the blocker and then got to the quarterback and forced Tyler to just throw one up for grabs.
Well, they brought the heat there, and they got pressure. And you're right. Again, Justin Tyler tossed that one up there, really up for grabs. Fortunately, that was not intercepted. But he's been pressured. I think that's the thing the Bearcats have been able to do is frustrate him a little bit.
3rd down and long again now for Marion Franklin. This time they will roll Tyler out, and he's being pressured again. Tries to reverse his field. He's going to get a block from behind the play. Now Tyler looking upfield to run. Makes his way out near the 25. He had to get to the 30, so he's 5 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, give some credit. First of all, guys running all over the field. How about Devontae Collins, offensive lineman, peeling back to throw a good block to at least allow Tyler an opportunity to make a play there.
Yeah, maybe ill-advised to turn it around, but a great job defensively. First of all, they took away the edge, and he reversed his field. Here's your good block right there. Trying to find somebody open. There's nobody open downfield. And chased down all the way from the backside by Backus. Literally, the backside tackle made the play.
And another punt coming up now for Marion Franklin. And Thompson. This one's off the side of the foot. This one's over here to the near sideline, and is going to be picked up by Brookhaven. My goodness. The alertness first to pick it up and then to make a tackle on the play. Don't normally see those fielded on the short kick, so a 7-yard kick. And boy, if you're Brookhaven now, you can't ask for anything better.
Well, that was Devon Grant. He had to pick it up. That ball bounced right to him. He had no choice.
Couldn't avoid it. Well, first down at 10, Brookhaven now.
Third straight drive in Marion Franklin territory. They have dominated field position this first quarter.
They'll work Fleming under center. David Peoples is the single back with 3 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Barker is the man in motion. And on first down, the give is to David Peoples. He'll slide through the line, work his way over the 15 and down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 12 on first down.
With time, it's really where they've had their most success is run right at the middle of this Red Devil defense. And look at the blocks up front right there. They're moving the line of scrimmage. Stephon Banks, 6'3", 270 junior, pushing the red shirts down the field. Gaping hole.
So now first down inside the 15-yard line. Fleming, quarterback in under Stephen Pelletier, junior center, as Barker will shift directions. They sweep it this time. Peoples cut back at the 10. Got a little daylight again, and inside the 5, and another first down run for David Peoples. Back-to-back strong runs and good blocking by this Bearcat offensive line.
A really nice job blocking by the right side of the offensive line. You see these guys all reaching out there, and he's going to get a great block by Keandre Powell, cracking on the strong safety to give him the edge. That's another first down and nearly a touchdown. Knocking on the door.
Yep, we'll see if the Bearcats are going to get this playoff or not. Under 10 seconds now. And it looks like they are just going to call the troops to the sideline, and they will work on it here in between the quarter break, and they will have first down and goal when we come back. Brookhaven has dominated the field position. Their defense has played spectacular here in the first quarter. Now it's time for their offense to try and work it into the end zone. No score at the end of one, Division III, Region 9.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than. My name is Jaquez, and I am your dividend.
Joy better.
One quarter in the books here between Brookhaven and Marion Franklin. Earlier we took a look at what Brookhaven has done in their playoff history, and how about for Marion Franklin? You see those 10 straight playoff appearances. No stranger to the playoffs, and Brian Halfley has been the head coach for all 10. And they have always seemed to run into teams like Trotwood Madison in the past in Division II. They still may have to deal with them in Division III. But what about Marion Franklin dropping down a division this year?
I think that helps them. I mean, they've been knocking on the door. I mean, you see the regional championships. I mean, losing in the state semifinals twice to teams like Trotwood Madison. Yeah. I mean, and playing them all the way to the wire. Right. You know, and that team goes on to win the state championship. That's how close they've been. But I think they've got a much better shot in D3.
It'll be first and goal here for Brookhaven, and you see they go to a power I in the backfield, and it's Peoples straight up into the hole, dive into the end zone. Did he crawl in? He did. Touchdown. So Brookhaven gets into the end zone. And again, Greg, what you had talked about a little earlier on this drive, their success running right at this Marion Franklin defense.
Hey, credit Trevor White. I mean, you know, you got to find out what works. Right now, what's working is going right at the heart of that Red Devil defense. And you know, fortunately for the Bearcats, they finally do take advantage of their great field position through the entire first quarter and the start of the third quarter, and they're getting some points.
And the point after coming up now. Cisse Abbas, junior kicker, will try this point after. He is 22 out of 29 on the season this year for the Bearcats. Foster puts it down, and the kick is up, and it is good. And it is 7-0 now in favor of the Bearcats. Look at the push on the right side of the line, partner.
Just running power, and he's following his two blockers. Good push by the offensive line. And here we are talking about Marion Franklin, and you know, advancing in the playoffs and their chances in Division III. And oh, by the way, the Bearcats put 7 on the board, 7-0. And they've controlled the game so far.
Well, the field position has played a big role thus far in the first quarter. Now let's see. Marion Franklin has not had good field position. All of that, as you see, set up by that short punt. And they took advantage of the short field finally for the first time after 3 possessions, beginning inside Marion Franklin territory. And again, now we'll see what Marion Franklin can get off of this kick return if they can get something going on offense.
Yeah, Coach Halfley's going to have to be very, very patient. But, you know, again, Brookhaven, 3 of 4 drives started in Marion Franklin territory. And on the flip side, Marion Franklin, all 4 drives, the average start about their own 20, including 1 inside their own 10. You know, when you're coaching a game like that, you got to be patient. The game eventually will come back to you. You will get better field position. But so far, not only have they not had good field position, they've not been able to get it going offensively. I believe they have 1 first down so far. And that was on the opening drive of the 3rd and 10 pickup.
Yep. Abbas sends it deep to the corner where it'll be fielded by Omar Alfred. He'll try and work his way to the middle, and again, great coverage, and Simmons, one of the trio of Bearcats in there on the tackles, helped slam him to the ground. And Marion Franklin will have to take over inside their own 20-yard line.
That's great kick coverage right there. A well-placed kick with some height on it. Allows your defenders to get down and look at the white shirts in the mix. This Bearcat team came ready to play.
They did, didn't they?
Coach White said they've got to bring the energy and have more energy than the Red Devils. And so far, they have done that.
So Marion Franklin will scrimmage from the 19-yard line. First down and 10, just 12 seconds deep into our second quarter, and Brookhaven now leading 7-0. And quarterback Justin Tyler will throw on first down behind Landon Yurty, incomplete. Craigo was in the neighborhood with the coverage, but Tyler had it wide open. Landon Yurty just couldn't time it up on the slant route.
You know, I like that. They both give a little positive high five to each other. Justin Tyler just has to get his confidence going. You know, he finally wasn't pressured to throw right there. But he's been pressured this entire game. Any good quarterback, 1 or 2 good throws and a completion, and you got your confidence back.
On second down, the give is going to be to Willie Barnes, and not much room for the senior running back over the 20-yard line. Barnes, big fella at 228 pounds, averaging about 4 yards per carry, a guy they like to use more in the short yardage game. But Julius Monroe, a little banged up in their playoff game last week. They like him more on defense, and they feel they need him on offense. So we're going to see a little bit more of Darian Leeper and Willie Barnes in the backfield tonight.
Yeah, Monroe, very limited practice time this week because of the injury last week.
Her third down play coming up now. Empty backfield. Tyler gathers and throws, and it's going to be caught. Big play here for Marion Franklin, as it'll be Omar Alfred on the catch out to the 39-yard line. Gain of 18 yards.
That's the play they needed. They just slipped Omar Alfred underneath on the right-hand side. They had 2 receivers clear out. He came underneath, and a great throw by Justin Tyler. That was a pickup, a third down pickup they really needed. He knows where he's going with the foot. That was tipped. What a great catch. Excellent concentration.
Back to live action, and Julius Monroe on the carry. He lowers his head right into the defender. They have words for each other after the play, and that is Kavion Simmons again, and Monroe and Simmons going at it Mano-a-mano and a 7-yard pickup for Monroe.
Well, I like it when a running back takes on a linebacker like that. He took Simmons forward. Watch him lower the boom right there. Woof. No wonder Simmons was upset. That doesn't usually happen to a linebacker.
Second down now for Justin Tyler as he rolls and throws on the run, and a catch again by Alfred and tapped out of bounds at the 50. That'll be a gain of 4 and a first down. And you said it just takes 1 or 2 throws sometimes to get the confidence. Tyler's completed 2 in a row now.
You can see all of a sudden he's got a rhythm. He's got a chance to make a throw, outcut, ball's on the money. Good pitch and catch. You can just see his energy level is picked up.
So more first downs on this drive than Marion Franklin had prior to this possession, and now Brookhaven is having to burn its second first half timeout. 10:16 to play here in quarter number 2 from St. Francis de Sales High School. Great venue for these two teams to hook up, and you and I were wondering if Brookhaven took a bus or just walked across the street, as their school is located almost directly across from DeSales here on Carl Road.
Nearly a home game, right?
Almost.
But I think they used the timeout here because all of a sudden they start getting gashed with the passing game and the running game. And Coach White wanted to make sure got things squared away with his personnel.
See Coach White, 3rd season here with the Bearcats. Justin Tyler in the Marion Franklin offense coming back out onto the field. Trailing here by a score of 7-0. Ball at midfield as they will start this set of downs. First down. Tyler with a couple of receivers to either side. You see the Bearcats really crowding in front of that line of scrimmage. And it'll be Monroe to keep. Now he's having to bounce it to the outside. Parker is there again. Here come the rest of the Bearcats, and they bring him down. Well, I tell you, if it hasn't been something, again, pretty much right up the middle, they've tried to go to the outside. It has not been there.
Well, Terry Barker, the first guy there, and he does a good job. I mean, first of all, there's nothing straight ahead, so it's bounced outside. There's Barker, and he's going to hang on long enough. But look at all the white shirts on the tackle. Excellent job of running through the football.
Well, this is an explosive offense that so far has been shut down for the most part here in this first half. Tyler being pressured again will have to roll to his right. They dive at him. Tyler now will just run out of bounds over on the 47-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and long coming up.
But he's just not getting time to throw. I mean, he's pressured, forced out of the pocket again. There's receivers open, but you got to credit that Bearcat offense or defense because they are getting pressure. And that's messing up the rhythm of the passing game for Justin Tyler.
Well, something that they've kind of been accustomed to here in this first half. 3rd down and long. Football back at the 47-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 now for Marion Franklin. See 3 receivers that include Yearty and Alfred over here to the near side with one to the right for Tyler. They'll roll him out to this near side. He'll float one out to the near sideline. It's going to be caught at the 42-yard line. I think the ball popped out and recovered by Brookhaven. Michael Winfrey made the catch, got hit as he tried to turn upfield, and now another official's going to come in and say incomplete pass and say that he never had possession. And so it'll end up being 4th down.
That's one of those calls that could have went either way because it appeared that he had possession, but he got hit right away. So the question is, did he have control of the football? That's a fumble.
But Craigo made a great hit, put the helmet right on the football, then recovered the ball as well.
That's excellent defense right there.
Tough break will go against Brookhaven.
They're still going to get the football.
The good news is they're going to get the ball.
You'll lose a little field position, but they got the stop.
And a timeout now has been used by Marion Franklin right before this punt, so they will use their first timeout of the first half. 7-0 in favor of Brookhaven on the strength of the 3-yard touchdown run by David Peoples. And with this timeout, we'll step aside as well. Marion Franklin will have 4th down when we come back on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
I'm here with Tony, the general manager of the brand new Menards store in Lewis Center. Now, Tony, I've been hearing some great things about your window and door selection. What can you tell me about that?
Well, here at Menards, we've got hundreds of different in-stock doors for you to choose from. Interior, exterior doors. Same thing with the windows. We've got a great selection of in-stock windows, plus we've got a full special order line as well.
Looks like Menards really does have a great selection of windows and doors. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Tony?
Yes, come see me here at the new Lewis Center Menards store, or visit any of our other 2 Menards locations around Columbus.
7-0 in favor of Brookhaven over Marion Franklin here early on in our second quarter. And from the physics behind a perfect football spiral to the chemistry of a red-hot race car, science, technology, engineering, and math help power many of our favorite sports. Visit connectamillionminds.com to learn more. 4th down for Marion Franklin. After calling timeout, they'll still keep the punting unit out onto the field, and for the first time, Julius Monroe will do the punting. After Cameron Thompson's last one was a short one, but Monroe can't handle the snap, and he'll go down back near the 35-yard line, and special teams are hurting Marion Franklin here in the middle portion of this first half.
Boy, missed opportunity there, just low snap, unable to pick it up, and credit the rush by the Bearcats to make the tackle. That's going to probably save them about 50 yards in field position right here. You can tell he's in a hurry to pick it up, unable to get it. And here come the Bearcats. Again, going to get great field position in Marion Franklin territory. The 4th drive in a row. First down at 10. They were able to quickly strike on their last possession on just 3 plays. This time they'll start at the 36-yard line, and Bruce Foster was a little anxious to get involved in the play and was downfield too soon.
Start 3 of the offense. 5 yards. Still first down.
And you wonder if they had a pass play to the right side right there. A little bit anxious.
At a variety of levels, Foster's allowed to do that, but not at the high school level. Now, 1st and 15, ball back at the 41-yard line. And they'll run a little delay here to Peoples. Trying to get to this near side, but cut back, and he's ahead to the 35, 36-yard line. So he'll get the 5 yards back on the penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And then we've got a stoppage of play. And one of the Red Devils having a tough time getting off the field.
Well, that was an impressive cut by David Peoples, because Monroe had a chance to cut him off, and you can see Julius Monroe is frustrated because he thought he had him, and Peoples just slid forward on the cut.
So with Brookhaven on top, 7-0. Both teams to their respective sidelines here. Marion Franklin has not exactly played a stellar first half of football, as the folks at Marion Franklin are used to seeing their team kind of machine-like at times, but not tonight thus far. Brookhaven has certainly brought their A game, and more here this evening.
Brookhaven's brought the fight, and here, you know, they lead 7-0 with an opportunity with a short field to go up by 2 scores. And for people out there that are probably seeing this score, probably not expecting what they're seeing. And again, Brookhaven's got a chance to really do some damage here before halftime.
Brookhaven a winner last week by the final score of 29-27. Getting a playoff victory. And now trying to add to it here tonight, and what would be even doubly sweet if they would knock off their rival in Marion Franklin. Now, this week, Sports.com has all the Central Ohio sports coverage that you are looking for, from schedules to top stories. This week, Sports.com puts it all at your fingertips. This week, Sports.com, all high school sports, all the time. Well, Brian Hafley's defense has got to come up with a stop here. Perhaps a turnover. They've already gotten one of those tonight. This is a ball hawking type of a defense. And now on the move, Brookhaven, football at the 36-yard line. They'll have it 2nd down and 10. Micah Fleming will work in under center. Barker will be the man in motion coming to the bottom of the screen. And on 2nd down, it's Peoples again, right up into the hole. And he'll fight forward for a couple. Austin Dent got to hold him on the bottom of the pile and wouldn't let him go. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 now for Brookhaven.
Well, that's where they've had success, so, you know, why not take advantage of that as long as you can until Marion Franklin is able to stop that dive or that power right straight ahead.
This offense averaging 226 on the ground, 116 through the air. Scored 49 touchdowns so far on the season. Right now looking at a 3rd down and 7. They have to get to the 26-yard line for a first. They'll direct snap to Peoples, trying to sweep it to the far sideline, and Marion Franklin's got it slowed down. Only a gain of 2. Almost like they were thinking, you know what, we got 2 downs to get 7 yards here, and they ran for it here on 3rd.
Well, this one with an unbalanced look. This was just a design quarterback sweep all the way. And a good job coming up there to make the play. Cameron Hume came up in his corner position, turned that back inside, and the help was there. Boy, and here's where that penalty on 1st down really hurts, because, you know, it's 4th and 6, and you've had a couple positive plays.
And we'll get our 3rd and final timeout used by Brookhaven here in this first half, as they want to talk about it on this 4th down play that's coming up. And this could be a very important play in this game. If they can get a 1st down, Greg, sustain this drive and put another touchdown on the board, and get ahead by 2 scores here, with have a boatload of confidence.
There's no doubt Coach White and his staff know that. That's why they took the time out to think this through and make sure they come up with the right play, because they really have an opportunity here to take advantage of a great field position, which they've done so far.
Scored on their last possession. Took advantage of a short field after a poor punt. And taking over the possession here after the snap to the punter was not handled properly. And they had to give the football back in great field position to Marion Franklin. I mean, the game has virtually been played in one half of the field tonight. 4th down. And again, the Bearcats will need to gain the 26-yard line for a first. Big play for the defense here of Marion Franklin. Michael Fleming will take the shotgun snap. Red Devils rush forward. Throw over to the left side to a wide open Kendra Powell, but he overshoots him. Incomplete, and Brookhaven will turn it over on downs.
Boy, he had Powell open. And you could just see Fleming a little bit anxious to make that throw. He knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he just threw it a little bit too soon. And it was still a catchable ball, and Powell just unable to bring that down.
So a bullet dodged by Marion Franklin as their defense comes up with a stop. Again, maybe aided by that false start penalty on 1st down by Brookhaven. And now the offense of the Red Devils will trot back out onto the field. Had a little bit of momentum going on their last possession, and was able to get into Bearcat territory before having to try and punt the football away. Now it'll be 1st down and 10 from their own 31-yard line. And it'll be Julius Monroe on 1st down. Good little cutback. He will pick up about 6 or 7 on the 1st down play.
That's the type of pickup they want to have on 1st down. You start to see some life out of the offense. You know, the last drive, they bumped the punt. They had some positive plays there for the first time. And, you know, good job on the blocks up front with the Red Devil offensive line there.
Atron Backus made that tackle, and then after the play, hobbled off the field. 2nd down and 3. Football just across the 38-yard line here for Marion Franklin. 5 minutes gone by here in our second quarter, and they trail 7-0. Two in the backfield, flanking either side of quarterback Justin Tyler, who's going to keep up through the hole to the 42 and right at the first down marker. A little bit of a zone read, but it looked like the two backs just took off straight downfield. There wasn't a whole lot of reading going on there.
I think
for
you're
the
being
quarterback
really
Tyler.
generous calling that a zone read. That was a complete misdirection. Fooled everybody, including the backs. But he did pick up 3 yards. You know, the wise thing is a quarterback, and anytime that happens, you should go where the play is designed to go, which is exactly what he did. Wise decision, and he picked up about 3.
3rd and short now for Marion Franklin. Same formation here with the two backs flanking Tyler. On 3rd down to Julius Monroe. Another good home. Shoots through the middle. It becomes a foot race, and Julius Monroe will win it. 59-yard touchdown run for Monroe. Made one move to get into the hole, and it was off to the races.
Well, they caught the Bearcat defense in a blitz, Todd. That was the right call at the right time, and Monroe shows his speed. You know, here's a guy who has been banged up. He got hurt last week in the first quarter and missed a lot of practice time this week. Coach wasn't sure, you know, if he was going to be 100%, but let me say, he looked 100% there. He showed some jets.
Sean Thomas, senior place kicker, to try the point after, and it is good. So just about the midway point of our second quarter, defense gets a stop, offense provides 7 very quick points.
Great job. Look at the seam right there. That's credit the offensive line. They caught him in a blitz. They picked up all the white shirts. And Julius Monroe showing some jets. I mean, he pulled away right there, but look at the blocks up front. Great job on the O-line.
4th touchdown run of the season for Julius Monroe, who came in with over 370 yards on the season. Again, they've really kind of spread the wealth around when it comes to running the football. And boy, just another short drive. Both sides have had just 3 play drives, and Marion Franklin gets into the end zone to tie up the ball game. 7-7, Brookhaven, Marion Franklin, as we check in again with Emily Harkins.
Well, Todd, Sean Thomas, who we just saw kick for Marion Franklin, he's coming back from a soccer injury. He's missed 5 games this year. Coach said he played the last week for a first in 3 weeks, and he did outstanding. He's a 4-year starter for Marion Franklin. So Coach Hafley said they've been resting him all week long also, so he would be healthy for tonight's game.
All right, Emily, thank you. He's got great shoes, too. That's right out of the Greg Fry wardrobe at home.
I like the green shoes.
Just not out of your wardrobe?
They stand out.
They do. It's easy to find them. And on the return, here comes Brookhaven back the other way out to the 32-yard line. Nice little return on the kickoff. Let's see, Greg, if this thing opens up a little bit now. Both teams on the scoreboard. Defenses have made their plays. Let's see if the offenses can get any kind of a rhythm going here. Short field for Brookhaven. A long touchdown run for Marion Franklin. Well, let's see what we get now here in the last half of our second quarter.
Well, big swing of momentum the last 3 plays there, because Brookhaven had a chance on their last drive. They missed the 4th down, dropped the pass, and next thing you know, Marion Franklin comes back with a great drive, a big touchdown, and it's 7-7.
It's been a first half of missed opportunities here for Brookhaven when it comes to their field position. First down at 10 at the 32-yard line. David Peoples the carry, and they're just going to run it right up the gut, pick up about 3. And it'll be 2nd down coming up. Peoples with the touchdown run here tonight.
Well, they're working the right side of that offensive line and just running that power. That's about 3.5-yard pickup on 1st down. Nothing wrong with that.
So a 2nd down play coming up now for Brookhaven. In the age of video game style football on the field, it's unique to see Brookhaven use a huddle, quarterback in under center more times than out of the shotgun, and work with a I backfield, this time an offset I with Peoples back there. And on second down, looking to throw, and over here to the near side, and right over the top of Powell again as Fleming looked left, came back to the right, and just airmailed it.
Yeah, that's tough for a high school quarterback. You know, it's kind of an all-hitch route, and it's difficult to look one way and go back the other way in high school. At the college and pro level, you could do that, but you could tell the timing of the play wasn't there, and he knew he was late when he went to the right. Kind of threw it off his back foot. Very fortunate. If he makes that throw, it might get picked.
Right, and that's Elmore Alford, who already has 6 interceptions on the year. And again, the end, getting his arms up and ruining the timing of that play was really what messed it all up.
Yeah, that's where a quarterback's he's got to commit to one side and throw to that side. If it's not there, you run.
Third down and long now. They have to get to the 42-yard line as they will roll out. Fleming this time makes a good throw and catch at the 48-yard line for a first down for the Bearcats. And that is Powell this time making the catch. He's been the target 2 or 3 times here in the first half, Greg. And now they are able to hook up for a first down.
Yeah, a little bit of redemption there for Powell because he dropped the last one in the last series, but just throwing the sprint out, deep comeback. Powell does a good job coming out of his cut and making the catch with enough yards to pick up the first down.
That's a big first down for Brookhaven after Marion Franklin had gained some of the momentum here in this second quarter on that long touchdown run by Julius Monroe. And now it'll be first down and 10 for the Bearcats. Football out near the 48-yard line. Under 5 to play now in the first half. And Peoples hit right in the backfield. Willie Barnes comes shooting through a linebacker and makes the tackle.
Trying to run that trap right up the middle, and Willie Barnes snuffed it out.
Now, Willie Barnes is a guy, Greg, as we see the replay here, able to really take advantage of an opportunity when they lost their top defensive player, A.J. Tarvin, this year. Second game of the season against Brookhaven, and has been out ever since and will not play here in the postseason. He needed players like Barnes and Thomas James to step up and make plays for this defense. Second down and 11. It'll be Fleming to throw, but he's pushed down from behind. Julius Monroe makes the tackle. And just to the 50, but finishing that thought, Ryan Halfley before the ball game said he might be the best player I've ever coached, A.J. Tarvin. Now, he'll have him back for another year next year. But when you lose a player that special, it's tough to recover.
It is tough, but that just shows the chemistry of this team. And when somebody goes down like that, you're going to find who your leaders are with the guys that are remaining. And certainly Thomas James and Willie Barnes are two of the guys that have stepped up.
Third down play now coming up for this Bearcat offense. They've got third down and long yet again. Locked down to 3:40 to play now in the second quarter. A game that Marion Franklin won back in week 7, or week 2, I should say, 27-2. Top one here tonight thus far in the first half. Fleming to throw again. Surveys down the middle. Going for a deep ball for Grego, but they can't hook up as it falls incomplete near the 15-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
We had Grego open. He got behind the secondary. And it was odd to me because Fleming had a chance to set his feet, and he didn't make the throw. But nonetheless, they don't make the connection. They're going to have to punt it.
So Fleming will back up a few extra steps and punt the football away now. And again, a pair of Red Devils are back to receive near their own 15-yard line. Fleming will wobble one down the field. Checks up again. Doesn't take a friendly bounce. It will be down near the 21-yard line. So Marion Franklin will take over. 3:16 to play now in the first half. And now they've got a chance, Greg, to take the lead here before the teams head to the locker room.
Well, I'm sure Coach Halfley's got to be happy with what happened in the last series. His team finally woke up offensively. They got a big play, which they're accustomed to having. After kind of I wouldn't say a dismal first half, but a very uneventful first half.
So first down at 10, football near the 21-yard line. Coach White's defense has played very well here tonight with the exception of one play. Now looking for their team to come back with another stop here. First down and 10. Boy, look at them crowding that offensive line. They'll run a double handoff this time as your team will give it up to Shannon Royster, and with all the misdirection, ended up with nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 2 on the carry eventually there for Shannon Royster.
Great job by Terry Barker staying home on the backside defensive end. Held his ground, didn't give it up, forced it back inside.
Stay on me if we get a first down.
Look at number 8 right there. He's just going to stay home. Backus as well. Made the play.
2nd down and 8. And it's Julius Monroe. He's got some room on the outside, but it closes down quickly again. Boy, Simmons over there quickly to make that tackle. And a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Terry Barker there again as well. But every time you think there's a lot of real estate, it seems to close in a hurry. It closes very, very quickly, but still, that's a nice pickup. They picked up about 8, which is going to give them a much more palatable 3rd down situation. There's a whole lot better than 3rd down. This is a 1st down they want to make. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. They want to possess the football.
3rd down play. And the handoff. And room again. Julius Monroe across the 40 and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Gain of 16 on the play. And Greg, Julius Monroe starting to get it going here a little bit of confidence after that touchdown run.
He's playing with some confidence and good vision right there, bouncing this thing, because there's 8 guys in the box, and he sees that, and he's going to get the edge. Bearcats lose contain. That's a no-no. And he's showing his speed. He's looking like he's playing 100%.
Yeah.
He may not be feeling 100%, but he looks it.
Seemingly feel better on game night, right?
You know, maybe he just took 4 days off.
1st down for Tyler. They'll roll him out and throwing to his right. Good catch, good cutback. And I believe it's Michael Winfrey on the catch. And another 1st down out near the 42-yard line of Brookhaven.
And good rhythm on that play. Nice throw by Justin Tyler, sprinting out to his right and quickly moving the chains again. They're used to moving fast and picking up a lot, big chunks of yardage.
Tyler again will roll, throwing over here to the near side. Strike right on the money. Tackle made right away at the 37-yard line. Alfred the catch that time. Devontae Lewis the tackle.
And now the clock's going to start to become an issue. You're coming down on a minute. You got plenty of time here, but didn't get a 1st down there. The clock's going to continue to tick.
Tyler again on the move after he felt some pressure from Weeks up the middle. Now tries to cut back and will move forward over the 35. Will pick up about 3. So they had 2nd and 5. It'll be 3rd and less than 2. And Brian Happily says we need to call a timeout here as the clock is under a minute to go now here in the 2nd quarter.
I don't think Coach Happily wanted to use it right there. No. But, you know, when your quarterback scrambles, didn't quite get the 1st down. I think he had no choice but to call the timeout now.
So it'll be 3rd down and short coming up. Watch Justin Tyler here. Boy, watch number 50 in white, Weeks. He's going to get through here in a hurry, and he's almost going to end up on this tackle. So he'll get back into the play. Just couldn't quite get there.
Well, great job scramble, but he chewed up a lot of clock right there.
So 3rd down play coming up now. You see the coaches talking things over there in the huddle. Coach Brian Happily there in the middle in the red shirt. 10 years, 10 playoffs. Special eds teacher at the high school. He's just a guy that I have a feeling feels he's in the right place. The place where he feels he's supposed to be. Coaching here at Marion Franklin.
He's done a phenomenal job with this program.
3rd and short now for the Red Devils. Willie Barnes, he's got a hold. He's got the 1st down as he makes his way inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Banks will make the tackle for the Bearcats. It'll be 1st down. And right back to the line for Marion Franklin as the clock will roll at 45 seconds. Tyler again on the move, steps up in the pocket, able to elude one, but Banks is there to make the sack. The ball came out. They'll say it's a fumble, and it's recovered by Brookhaven. Kentrey Powell fell on the football.
Well, how about the pursuit by Banks? 2 plays in a row. And this is a situation where Tyler's got to throw this ball out of bounds to stop the clock. But Banks is going to chase it down and cause the fumble. This is where you got a quarterback still a junior, still learning. This is where you really have to understand and manage the clock. Just toss that thing out of bounds. You got plenty of plays.
You see 77 in the middle there, Banks. Boy, what a big fella he is at 6'3", 275. Back-to-back plays for the Bearcat defense. And now Brookhaven without any timeouts and just 38 seconds to play in the half. They'll hand it off. And Peoples trying to make some people miss. Cuts over the 30. Oh boy, big play here. And rolling out to the 48-yard line. Boy, David Peoples weaving his way in and out of traffic. And able to pick up big yardage.
The bad news for the Bearcats is they've exhausted all their timeouts. Right, going to kill the clock here. But it's a situation where you give it to David Peoples and you hope maybe he'll do something, and he did. Got it near midfield. Now you can take a shot.
Yeah, they spiked the football there to stop the clock, as it is down to 22 seconds to play now in the first half. Let's take a look at that run again by Peoples now that we've got a moment.
This is clearly one for the highlight reel. I mean, he just squeaks through, and look at the misses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just about everybody from Marion Franklin had a shot on that play. Finally able to bring him down after a gain of 20.
He is slippery.
Peoples checks out of the lineup. That is Foster that's in the backfield now on second down and 10. Fleming steps up, wobbles one out to his left. Parker goes up for it, but can't make the play. Again, McCune was back there along with Michael Champion on defense. And they're looking at 3rd and 10 now.
Yeah, good job by McCune and Champion to knock that ball down. Fleming had an open receiver over there, just couldn't deliver the football again.
That's a couple times, maybe 3. McCune has been able to break up passes tonight.
That was Barker again. Barker was open and just a little bit late throwing the football, and it wobbled, so both those defensive backs had a chance to close on it.
Senior without an interception this year, but he's made 3 plays downfield tonight to prevent big plays by Brookhaven.
Here's a situation where you don't have to throw it downfield. You can get a crossing route or throw a screen and give it to one of your athletes and see if they can make a play. You don't have to throw 50 yards.
And a first down would stop the clock, but they're not even going to get this play off. It'll be delay a game against Brookhaven. So that'll back them up 5 yards.
5 yards. Still 3rd down.
When you heard the official, the delay of game penalty always goes on the quarterback. They had Bruce Foster lined up at quarterback that time. The quarterback, Fleming, was over here at wide receiver, so maybe a little mix-up. And because of that penalty, Coach White has decided, let's get to the locker room. So they will kneel on the football and run out the clock here at the end of the first half of play, as this game is all tied up at 7. Greg, it was a first half, a first quarter that Brookhaven dominated the field position, finally took advantage of it, and one big play by Marion Franklin has tied this game up.
Well, I think if you're Brookhaven, you're pretty happy. If you would have taken 7-7, if you'd have known 7-7 before the game would start at halftime, you would take that with an opportunity in the second half to make something happen. They've played a very solid first half. Fortunately for Marion Franklin, they got back in the football game.
So they met earlier in the year, and Marion Franklin was victorious 27-2. The Red Devils have won 6 of the 7 matchups between these two teams as of late, including 2 playoff matchups in 2011 and 2009. But right now it is a tie score at 7 between Brookhaven and Marion Franklin. Coming up at halftime, we'll be taking a look at some of the activity that happened last weekend in the soccer state championships. We will also have highlights and stats from this first half of action here tonight at St. Francis de Sales High School. It is Brookhaven and Marion Franklin all tied up at 7 here at halftime. Both teams making their way to the locker room. You see Brookhaven. Trying to track down the head coach, Trevor White, who actually is still making his way across the field right now.
Well, he's helping out with the water.
He is.
I mean, he's doing it all.
So Coach White finally making his way across the field. Emily has finally tracked him down, and when they are all set, we will visit with them. And I believe we're all set. Let's go down to Emily. Go ahead.
All right, Coach White, are you happy with your team's performance this first half so far?
So far, we've given up too many big plays. We're not going to be able to beat a team like this, giving up big plays and not taking advantage of the opportunities they gave us. Except for those two things, I think, we're happy with it. We just got to come out and play 2 more quarters.
Any other adjustments we'll see made for the second half?
No, we just got to get lined up and take away the big play from them.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, halftime score. It is Brookhaven and Marion Franklin all tied up at 7 apiece. Each won their respective divisions, the North and the South, in the Columbus City League. David Peoples gave them an early 7-0 lead here tonight. Marion Franklin able to battle back, and Julius Monroe on a 59-yard touchdown run. That's the scoring in half number 1. Stay with us. Plenty to come on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're doing fine. What did that just do? Select the drop-down menu again. 50%. You're already enrolled. Example here. So don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is. Oh my God! I really can't believe it. That's awesome. Good for you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
Hi, I'm here with Joey, the general manager of the Columbus Menards store. Now, Joey, I've been hearing some really good things about the lighting section here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Absolutely, John. We want to be your destination for lights here in Columbus. We have many on display here in the store, from ceiling fans to ceiling lights. Also, solar lights for outside your home. They're all on sale at everyday low prices, as well as sell flyer catalogs that break on a weekly basis.
Well, I guess Menards really does have everything. Joey, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I sure do. Stop into Menards today. My store on Morris Road. I'd love to help you myself, or one of our other 2 locations here in Columbus.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
See the Brookhaven Bearcat Marching Band on the field here at halftime, as we've got a good one, Division III Region 9 semifinal tonight, and thus far we are all tied up at 7 apiece. Well, last weekend, Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brought you coverage of all 6 girls and boys OHSAA Soccer State Championships from Crew Stadium in Columbus. Tonight, we're going to take a look at the girls' state finals and which teams came out on top as the 2013 state champions in Divisions 1, 2, and 3. We'll get underway with Division 3 as Hamilton Baden taking on Gates Mills Hawken. Hawkins senior Kate Zellar draws a foul in the penalty box in the 6th minute of the first half, which leads to a penalty kick that finds the back of the net, putting Hawken on the board first by a score of 1-0. Baden's Malaya Berkeley will try to put the Rams on the board with this header, but it's just shy of the goal. The Rams, Katie Bach, will find teammate in front of the net, but goalie Hannah O'Day is just enough reach to clear the crossbar and the Lady Hawks take a 2-0 lead into halftime. In the second half, Baden's Morgan Langhammer finds Berkeley, who cuts the Hawks' lead in half by getting this goal past O'Day in the 60th minute. Then 14 minutes later, the Rams' Gabby Geigel sets up Langhammer for the goal, which will tie it up at 2. The Division III matchup still tied at 2 at the end of 2 overtime, so it would take penalty kicks to crown a champion. Baden breaks the tie with a save and a goal in the 4th round. Hawken will miss the final shot, giving Hamilton-Baden their second state title in 8 appearances. The first title came back in 2005. Congratulations to the Division III champions, the Lady Rams of Hamilton-Baden. The Division II Girls Soccer Championships took place later in the afternoon last weekend. The matchup pitted 2 teams that were making their first trip to the state championship game. The Rocky River Pirates were 21-0-1 on the season, while the Granville Blue Aces came into the matchup with a record of 19-3-1. Rocky River senior Grace Bennett's going to strike first for the Pirates with the 3rd-minute goal that got past Granville goalie Tori Long. Then the Pirates' Jillian Krebs will find senior Abby Alinsky as she will get the behind the long two pocket, then second goal of the day for Rocky River in the 9th minute. The Blue Aces goalie will have 7 saves on the day, including this fingertip save from the Pirates midfielder. Rocky River goalie Sarah Conley faced 4 shots on goal and 3 saves, including this save off the foot of Nikki Cox. Pirates try and add another goal in the second half, but the header from Alinsky to Bennett blocked by Long as she faced pressure all day with 10 shots on goal. Then in the second half, Granville gets on the board off the foot of Nikki Cox on a penalty kick in the 49th minute. Rocky River would add 1 more goal with Bennett as she knocks her own rebound off the post into the back of the net. And the Pirates of Rocky River take home their first state title after the 3-1 victory over the Blue Aces of Granville. Congratulations to the Rocky River Pirates, Division II Girls State Soccer Champions. And the Division I Girls State Soccer Championship was capped off that evening from Crew Stadium. It was Cuyahoga Falls Walsh Jesuit. They came into the state semifinal matchup undefeated, going up against Mason, making their second state tournament appearance, hoping to make up for last year's state tournament loss. This championship game lived up to being a Division I battle. It was well contested and very physical state final between both of these teams. Walsh Jesuit would be charged with 8 fouls, while Mason faced 11 fouls throughout this match. Mason had only 1 corner kick throughout the contest. The Warriors of Walsh Jesuit would end up with 4 corner kicks, but this corner kick from junior midfielder Julie Knapp will get past from teammate when freshman Sophia Rossi plants it into the back of the net in the 36th minute right there, and that'll put the Warriors up 1-0. Another corner kick will be headed off a Mason defender into an awaiting Warrior midfielder, who back kicks it off the post to an awaiting Katie Quinn, and the sophomore's goal comes in the 69th minute. That is all the Warriors would need to end their season undefeated and with some hardware to go home with their 7th state title. Congratulations to the Warriors of Walsh Jesuits. We are at halftime as the Marion Franklin band has made their way out onto the field, and a matchup between the Red Devils and Brookhaven. We're all knotted up at 7 in this Division III Region 9 semifinal. More to come on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
So you've been working really hard. You've got a great GPA, and now it's time to see what you've earned at the University of Findlay. If you're in high school, text freshman. Or if you're looking to transfer, text transfer to 411-24/7 to see what your scholarship at the University of Findlay could be. And not only that, but Findlay offers small classes, personal mentoring, and the chance to lead that you won't find at a state school. So text freshman or transfer to 411-24/7. We'll surprise you.
If I got to go to college, oh my goodness. I like discovering new things. You get to see what works for you and what doesn't. That helps you evolve as a person. You get to make like a supernova of skill or talent or whatever it is. I've always wanted to go to college. I just feel like that's my destiny. My name is Queen, and I am your dividend.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
Hi, I'm at the Columbus East Menards store with Scott, the general manager. Now, Scott, I've been hearing some great things about this store. What can you tell us?
Yes, here at Menards, we have everyday low prices plus sales too. Back here in our cabinets and appliance department, we have everything you need to build the kitchen of your dreams, from cabinets, countertops, major appliances. We even have kitchen design center.
Well, I guess Menards really does have everything you need to help you get that kitchen of your dreams. Scott, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, actually stop at the Columbus East Menards and ask for me. I'd be glad to help. Or you can stop by one of our other Columbus locations.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Halftime here at Alumni Stadium, St. Francis de Sales High School, and a good matchup here between Brookhaven and Marion Franklin as we are all knotted up at 7 apiece here at halftime. And still plenty of action to come here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Got a Division II matchup. Glenville, one of those teams benefiting from the new Division I. They dropped down to Division II, and they'll be taking on Bedford. That'll be a Division II Region 6 matchup. And also don't miss that one between Northwest and Loveland. That'll be coming up as well here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Check your local listings. All the OHSAA football playoff action will continue Saturday night. Division I powerhouses Coleraine and Pick Central. They're going to meet up in a Region 2 semifinal. And coverage will begin live at 7 o'clock from Welcome Stadium in Dayton, right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Pickerington North and Hilliard-Davidson will be battling as well as you see other action that's coming up here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. These are all Saturday games. Pick North and Hilliard-Davidson. What a great run for the Davidson Wildcats this year. A battle of two rivals between Elder and Moeller tomorrow night, Saturday night in Cincinnati. And then St. Ignatius and Hudson will battle in Brunswick on Saturday evening. And we'll have all of those games for you right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And don't forget to turn in to Sports Time Ohio on Saturday night, as well as 9th seeded Cleveland Heights will take on the number 1 seed Lakewood St. Ed. That'll be a Division I Region 1 showdown. Coverage will begin at 7 o'clock. Check your local listings for that again on Sports Time Ohio, as we've got high school football action all over the map for you as well. Halftime here, 7-7, Brookhaven, Marion Franklin. We'll come back after this timeout on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel with more.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
I'm here with Tony, the general manager of the brand new Menards store in Lewis Center. Now, Tony, I've been hearing some great things about your window and door selection. What can you tell me about that?
Well, here at Menards, we've got hundreds of different in-stock doors for you to choose from. Interior, exterior doors. Same thing with the windows. We've got a great selection of in-stock windows, plus we've got a full special order line as well.
Looks like Menards really does have a great selection of windows and doors. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Tony?
Yes, come see me here at the new Lewis Center Menards store, or visit any of our other 2 Menards locations around Columbus.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
I don't know what's happening. Start a new chat. What did I do? Okay. Wow. That is so weird.
Hey! Hi!
Oh my gosh. Hi! God, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so nervous. Gia, you're so big. Come closer to the camera. Wait, now you're in my face. That was so good.
Halftime here at St. Francis de Sales High School in Columbus. And our Division III Region 9 matchup, Marion Franklin, Brookhaven. We are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Todd Bell, Greg Fry, Emily Harkins with you here and our entire Time Warner Cable Sports Channel crew. And boy, Greg, first half we had a field position battle. We had turnovers and we had some long touchdown runs as we take a look at some highlights from half number 1.
We see the turnover right there. Unable to take advantage of that. David Peoples gets the ball in the end zone for the Bearcats. They go up 7-0, but Julius Monroe goes 59 yards to tie the game up at 7-7. The first real offense for the Red Devils in the first half. And look at the play by Stephon Banks creating the fumble right before half. Another missed opportunity for Marion Franklin.
Now, both teams have coughed the ball up. We've had some special teams miscues on Marion Franklin's side as you take a look at the numbers. And really, not a lot of total offense when you look at these two teams here in the first half. Again, Brookhaven had such short fields in the first half. See the first down numbers. Impressive for Marion Franklin converting some third downs, but they haven't been able to do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, the rushing numbers, really, Marion Franklin, 109 yards rushing, 59 came on one play. So neither offense really able to get anything going. This first half dominated by defense, but the third downs is really what sticks out to me for Brookhaven. And ultimately missed opportunities, which Coach Trevor White talked about with Emily before halftime. He knows he missed the opportunities. You cannot continue to do that against a good football team.
And again, part of that third and long situations they had in the first half. But the score all matches up at 7 apiece between these two City League rivals. Second half action is coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
Hi, I'm here with Joey, the general manager of the Columbus Menards store. Now, Joey, I've been hearing some really good things about the lighting section here. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Absolutely, John. We want to be your destination for lights here in Columbus. We have many on display here in the store, from ceiling fans to ceiling lights. Also, solar lights for outside your home. They're all on sale at everyday low prices, as well as sell flyer catalogs that break on a weekly basis.
Well, I guess Menards really does have everything. Joey, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I sure do. Stop into Menards today. My store on Morris Road. I'd love to help you myself, or one of our other 2 locations here in Columbus.
What if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
I come from a big family. I'm the oldest of 6. To me, being the first person to go to college, it's like setting a standard, you know? My little brother is 8 years old now. I challenge his curiosity. I challenge him to dream. I have to paint a picture for him that he can look up to and live up to and possibly be better than. My name is Jaquez, and I am your dividend.
Better.
Tonight's game on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel is brought to you by This Week Community News.
Halftime score, Brookhaven and Marion Franklin all knotted up in a good one here tonight. 7-7 Division III Region 9 matchup. As we get ready to start our second half of action, we check in with Emily Harkins and the thoughts from head coach Brian Haffley for Marion Franklin.
Coach Haffley, what are your thoughts of the first half so far?
We were just beating, we've been killing ourselves. Field position has been terrible for us. Our punt game has been ferocious, and the 2 fumbles on their side of the 30 was huge. We're going in for scores both times. We got to clean up our game a lot.
How important was the long touchdown run by Julius Monroe to tie up the game?
No, it tied the game up, so it's real big.
And what advice did you give your team in the locker room?
Quit being ourselves.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck second half. Todd?
All right, Emily, thanks. One thing you're always going to get from Coach Haffley, partner, and that's a pretty straightforward answer. He's not going to hide anything from you, is he?
Well, I mean, and that's exactly what he should say. I mean, that's how the first half went. I'm sure they're frustrated, but at the same time, probably fortunate they were 7-7 at halftime with the way the first quarter played out. But he's right. If they can avoid the mistakes, obviously they've got a better chance in the second half.
Well, a couple of good backs in this ball game here tonight, and let's take a look at what Julius Monroe and David Peoples has been able to do here, partner. Both of them have the touchdowns. You have to remember that 80-59 came on one run for Julius Monroe. Peoples has been kind of a straightforward, pounded type back in the first half.
Yeah, but Peoples has been such a slasher in the first half. I really like his running ability, very consistent effort all the way through the first half. Julius Monroe, again, the big touchdown, the 59-yarder that broke it open. He started to catch fire a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, so I'm interested to see how this is going to play out the rest of the game, because Marion Franklin was starting to gain some momentum and popping some more big plays right before halftime.
Both of them had big regular seasons, helping their teams win playoff games a week ago. And now with a lot on the line between these two schools, it comes down, Greg, to 24 more minutes of football.
Well, and this is football. You've got to make great adjustments at halftime. I'm sure both these coaches, got with their staffs, and you got to make good decisions and put your kids in the best position to have success in the second half. So you're right. This is important for both these teams.
It will be Brookhaven football to start the second half, as the ball is all teed up here by Sean Thomas, and we're going to get whistles. I don't see any flags. I think the ball perhaps blew off the tee just as it was being kicked. I think they blew it dead.
think so, because it didn't look like he was going to muff it. Or was attempting to, at least. Or scrib it, I should say. Yeah, you can see the gust. Oh. The fact that he still made contact. The fact that that's like trying to hit an oscillating golf ball, when it moves, you still hit it.
The fact that Lucy was able to pull the ball away without even being on the field is pretty impressive. And they'll squib this one along the ground, and it'll be handled by Brookhaven and down right there. So the Bearcats will take over at their own 35-yard line. So we'll see what Brookhaven can put together here in the second half. We see what they did in the first half, Greg, and really only one sustained drive where they picked up a couple of first downs. They ended up punting there, and the touchdown came on the short field. So really offensively, not a lot to show for what they did.
No, and you see all those short drives, 4 plays, 3 plays, 2 plays, 6 plays. But it was a first half of positive field position, missed opportunities.
So first down and 10. And they go right back to David Peoples, who will get hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped by Willie Barnes. Boy, he came shooting through untouched on the play.
Boy, he's quick. I'll tell you what, 5'11", 228, but they bring him a lot in the A-gap, and you can see him penetrate right here, untouched, and making the play for a tackle for loss. And a good thing he made that tackle, because that play was designed to go outside, and they had a head of steam and some blockers out there. But he's been very active tonight.
Saw this team early in the season, week 1 against Upper Arlington right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. And he was one of the players that stood out on that night. And still making plays now in week 12 as they go to the air, and Micah Fleming will dump it off. And this is Barker, who really they couldn't get involved in the offense, Greg, in the first half. Maybe they'll find ways here in half number 2.
You got to get him football. There's no doubt about it. He's a pretty special athlete. He made a lot of plays on the defensive side of the ball, that's for sure. But just a little swing pass. And that's a nice tackle by Omar Alfred, because that's a play that if Barker can make one guy miss, that's a first down and then some.
So third down and 6 yards to go. Ball just across the 39-yard line. And it'll be Fleming stepping up and throws, and a good catch this time by Powell, and that's going to be a first down to the 47-yard line. In a lot of traffic that time. Good throw by Fleming, and they pick up the necessary yardage.
Well, good throw by Fleming, but a great catch in traffic by Powell, and a great presence of knowing where the sticks were. Watch him tuck this down and turn it upfield right away, just enough to get a first down, because when he caught, he was right on the marker. Excellent presence of mind there and awareness by Powell.
Well, Brookhaven riding an 8-game win streak. Pick up a first down on their initial possession here in the third quarter. Tie score at 7. And out of a traditional I backfield, David Peoples. Boy, look at him slice through that line and finally dropped at the 45-yard line of Marion Franklin. Austin Dent on the top of that pile for the Red Devils, but not before Peoples gashes his way for 8.
Well, they went unbalanced, and he's just following Bruce Foster on the right side of the offensive line behind Stephon Banks and Josh Glaze. Big push right there. To me, Marion Franklin has not adjusted to the unbalanced line, and they've got to get that fixed.
Greg, I've never been a giant X's and O's guys in football. I know you take the ball and you get it into that end zone, and that's a positive thing. Why is it so difficult for a defense to adjust to an unbalanced line?
Well, you should, because you're just outnumbered, and they're lining up in it again. Because as a coordinator, if they don't adjust to it, you got them outmanned. They're coming right back in the same formation.
Second and short. Peoples this time will be hit in the backfield as a host of Red Devils were back there. Austin Dent made good penetration, and they also brought Michael Chapman up from a secondary position to fill a hole. And now it'll be third down and short.
They did adjust. They brought one more guy down in the box. And really good job up front right there. Austin Dent's the one that got some penetration and blew that play up from his defensive end or defensive tackle position.
Let's go, Rick. Don't get tired, Rick. Stay in your ground.
Third down and less than 2 now for the Bearcats on offense. Look to spread out Marion Franklin a little bit here with receivers to either side, and I believe that is Foster taking the direct snap, runs right into Dent and Barnes and James and nowhere to go for Foster.
Well, I think he picked up a yard before he went backwards. Dent just pushed him back. Interesting spot here for Trevor White because they're close. And right away the punt team comes out. He didn't hesitate. But this is one of those plays, you know, you got a team on the ropes. Maybe you take a shot here with a fake punt.
Well, we got movement all over the place as we come back to live action here. We're going to have a false start that's going to be called here against Brookhaven.
Ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards. Still 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that defense didn't jump first.
Well, either way, it will eliminate any question whether or not Brookhaven might have been thinking about a fake punt there.
Shamar Moss jumped. He jumped. I think he was the one that jumped first, but it's going to go against the offense. And now, you know, I like the quick snap down right there. It was a great call. Might get a cheap first down, but they're going to have to punt.
So the 5 yards will back them up closer to midfield. The quarterback Fleming does the punting. Got a 56-yarder in the first half. This one will bounce near the 15-yard line. He just hasn't been able to get a friendly bounce tonight. They've been all checking up like Greg Fry pitching wedges, and it'll be first down Marion Franklin from the 15.
You got to roll the left wrist over.
Is that
in this case? It's the
right foot?
The right foot. Just turn it over a little bit at impact. Put the forward spin on it. Hit the bump and run.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Marion Franklin.
You can do that with a rugby kick. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons that a lot of these guys like the rugby kick, because you can kick it low, and it also gives your guys to get downfield farther.
Well, the Marion Franklin offense, at least through the first quarter, was very stagnant. They got a little bit of movement in the second quarter, had a long touchdown run, but a turnover. Was able to thwart off one drive as they'll hand it off here to Julius Monroe, who has the long touchdown run, and Crago will bring him down at the 30-yard line after he rips off 13 quick yards.
And good thing Crago brought him down, at least for the Bearcats, because he had a chance. He had one more cutback and he was gone. But look at the blocking up there. Excellent blocking. He's in the secondary before anybody touches him.
And back to live action, and on the zone read play that time, Tyler and Monroe. Boy, Monroe thought he was going to get the football. Tyler kept it, and there was Stephon Banks again to make another impressive defensive play for these Bearcats.
Yeah, confusion in the backfield, and Backus was there as well with Banks, and that play went nowhere. There's a tackle for loss. So you get a positive play, and now you lose 2.
Second down, ball comes back inside the 30-yard line here for the Red Devils. Marion Franklin, which is 1 loss on the season, one of the top teams in Division 5, Bishop Hartley. That came all the way back in week 3. And on the keep this time, it's going to be Justin Tyler. And he'll work his way over the 35-yard line. You know, one player's name that we highlighted in the open, Greg, but haven't said but maybe once or twice tonight as you watch this run by Tyler, is Landon Yearty. And he's another guy that Coach Hafley pointed out to us prior to the game, banged up in that playoff game last week. He's out there on the field, so the Bearcats have to at least account for him, but he has been invisible in their offense tonight.
He has been very invisible, and nice little run there by Justin Tyler and hanging on to the football.
Third down and 5. Justin Tyler trying to come back the other direction now. Throws on the run, and Alfred's got the catch and out of bounds, but he's short of the first down. Boy, that is a strong throw by Tyler, and a nice hands catch by Alfred, and kept his foot in bounds, but just short of the first down by about 1.5 yards.
Great job of this scramble drill right there. Alfred stopped his route, turned out of it. When Tyler turns to the right, Alfred's going to adjust his route. What a great throw and a great catch. Just a little bit shy of the first down.
And how about this? Looks like Marion Franklin may line up to go for it here, partner, on 4th down and short.
Well, they're lined up in a power formation too, so you're right.
They got the big boys out there. Barnes is going to be the deep eye back. And a delay of game penalty will be called here against Marion Franklin.
Football. Delay game on the offense, number 5. 5 yards. Still 4th down.
You're not going for it now. How about Coach Hafley? That was if they were going to run it. That's a pretty gutsy move right there. That's trusting your defense on a short field.
Well, his punting game tonight has let him down. They had a short punt, they've had a drop snap, and it'll be Monroe to kick it this time. They've used both he and Cameron Thompson. And you've got a dangerous return man on the other end of this, and to Kavion Simmons. Monroe left puts it into the air. Simmons comes up on it, fields it, drops it, picks it up, breaks a tackle, breaks another, but finally will be dropped down from behind by McCune. And it'll be Brookhaven football at the 45-yard line. 6:41 to play, third quarter. We were 7-7 at half. We remain all tied at 7 here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
So what you want to do is, have you already enrolled? You're doing fine.
What did that just do?
Select the drop-down menu again.
Wait.
You're already enrolled. Example here, so don't panic. You're ready to make your payment. Submit. There it is.
Oh my God! I really can't believe it. That's awesome.
Good for you.
At Giant Eagle, we believe you should never have to trade off a place you love to shop for a place you can get a great value. You know when you go to a Giant Eagle, you're going to get the best in freshness, quality, and selection. We're lowering thousands of prices across the store. We have lots of incredible promotions every single week. We accept double coupons. Not everyone does that. And we have fuel perks. At Giant Eagle, you can get the quality you expect and the savings you deserve.
Drunk driving.
Tie score 7 apiece. Brookhaven and Marion Franklin here in the middle portion of our third quarter. Well, if you're in business and thinking of a way to support your community, what better way than helping the kids? The Marion Franklin Businesses Consortium provides more than $20,000 in scholarships annually to the seniors as well as mentors for the students whom so desire. For more information, please contact the Columbus Chamber of Commerce at columbus.org. Brian Halfley and the Marion Franklin Red Devils giving the football back to Brookhaven, who will take over at their own 44-yard line. First down and 10. Todd Bell, Greg Fry, Emily Harkins with you here tonight at Alumni Stadium at St. Francis de Sales. And Fleming will throw one deep down the middle. He's got Powell at the 20. He's to the 10 into the end zone. Kendra Powell, 56-yard strike from Micah Fleming.
Just when you think that offense is kind of falling asleep, they hit him with the post in the backside post. Fleming sprints out to his right. Powell runs the post on the backside. That play was that's one of those called plays from the coaching staff because they know they can get behind the free safety. And maybe that was a halftime adjustment. They saw something that they could hit the post, and what a great throw and catch. Powell really accelerated into that football to make the play. And now a very important point after by Cisse Abbas. Connected on their first one. And this one to put them up by 7. Royster will put it down, and the kick is going to be blocked at the line of scrimmage. So a very important extra point fails, and it will be 13-7 in favor of Brookhaven. Well, that's one of those missed extra points that could really come back to haunt you here.
So the quarterback Fleming hitting Powell, long touchdown pass. And with more on quarterback Micah Fleming, we check in again with Emily Harkins.
Well, Todd, Micah Fleming didn't even start as quarterback this season. Bruce Foster did. He's a good leader, and around week 3 is when Coach inserted Micah as the quarterback. It was his first year playing. They were able to move Bruce Foster around on offense. Micah has really progressed, and Coach said this move has worked out more than on one level for Brookhaven, guys.
And we see what Fleming has been able to do as the season has rolled along, partner. And here now in a playoff game, that was a very big-time throw he just made.
That was a big-time throw. It's easier said than done. That's one you got to practice quite a bit. But they had it open, and he did a great job of stopping, setting his feet, and throwing him open where Powell could run the football. And as a receiver, that's not an easy one to catch either. There's a little bit of traffic back there, and when you're sprinting full speed like that, you know, under the lights, that's easier said than done. So good job with concentration.
So Brookhaven jumps out now to a 13-7 lead. Still a long way to go in this football game as we're closing in on the midway point of our third quarter. And for a lot of folks, Greg, filling out their brackets in advance, probably had Marion Franklin penciled in a couple of games. Brookhaven's saying, wait a minute, not so fast.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you what, you score a big touchdown like that, and then you miss the extra point. That's just in the playoffs. You know, how many playoff games have we seen over the years where a missed extra point can cost you?
Kickoff is away. It'll be taken by Royster. Tries to get by one, and they will gang tackle him now at the 40-yard line. So a good return by Royster. Good field position now for Marion Franklin as they will go on offense here after giving up the big play touchdown.
Once again, they find that it seems like the majority of this game they've been trailing by 7 points. They're down 6, but they've just been unable to really get it going offensively. In the last drive, 4th and 1, Coach Hafley decided to go for it, and then they get a penalty. And a short punt, and the Bearcats took advantage.
So it'll be first down and 10. Marion Franklin with the football at the 40-yard line. And on first down, it'll be Tyler. He's going to look to run. Got a little room to the outside. Gets to the corner, and Parker will drag him out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's a nice 6-yard run on a design run for Justin Tyler.
Yeah, very nice run. Just quarterback draw all the way. That was really designed to go straight forward. But a good job bouncing that outside by Tyler. It gets at least 6 on first down. Easy to call plays when you got second and short. And then you're into your offensive flow.
And Greg, really both these teams have struggled on first down tonight, picking up anything more than a yard or two. Second down play. They will put Julius Monroe back into the backfield this time. And that may be Omar Alfred taking the snap. You know, that was still Tyler in there. He'll give it to Monroe, trying to stretch to the near side. A couple of penalty markers are down and back at the line of scrimmage. And a gain of about 3 for Monroe is likely to come back.
Yeah, I think both those penalty markers came from opposite directions and landed within about 6 inches of each other. Obvious holding.
Really haven't had too much of that tonight. A couple of false starts and delay of games.
Ready to run. 70 of the offense. Holding. 10 yards. Play. Second down.
But the holding penalties, Greg, really haven't been part of the ball game tonight till now.
Well, and the first 2 drives of the second half really hurting Marion Franklin with the penalties. Killed him on the last drive. This one, you know, after 6 yards on first down, now it's 2nd and 16.
Tyler will take the shotgun snap and quickly throw it to his right, and Alfred was unable to hold on. Just a little bit low and behind Omar Alfred, and he couldn't make the catch. Third and long.
He had a throwing lane, and if that ball's a little bit higher, Alfred could make that play. That's about a 10, 12-yard pickup, even if he falls down at that point in time. It's one of those throws as a quarterback you got to make. In a game like this, you got to set your feet and you got to pump it in there. He's got plenty of time, really not pressured. Little overstride there. So the ball tends to go low.
So a big third down coming up now for Marion Franklin. They converted one of these long third downs early in the game. They could use one right now. They have to get all the way to the midfield stripe here to keep this possession alive. Tyler with an empty backfield. Coming over here to the near side. Alfred's got some work to do and be brought down from behind at the 46-yard line. Has there been a play on defense that Terry Barker hasn't been involved in tonight?
Oh, man. You know what? And I like that call. They go with the shorter outcut. You know, and you allow your receiver to cut it upfield and make a play. I just love this. Great throw, great catch. Just a timing route. And Alfred does what he's supposed to do. Makes the guy miss, and Barker makes the tackle. didn't pick up the first down, but you definitely helped on field position. I really like when offensive coordinators and quarterbacks are patient in a situation like that. They don't try to get it all back. If he breaks a tackle and he gets the first down, it's a bonus.
So they are 5 yards short. Well, Coach Brian Halfley was about to play Riverboat Gambler on their last possession when they had 4th and about 2 from their own 40 or so yard line, and then there ended up being a delay of game penalty, and that brought him back, so they had to kick it away. Would he dare go for it here on 4th down and 5 from his own 45?
Well, you made the point last drive. I mean, they struggled so much with their punt game. You know, he's definitely thinking about it. Because last time, even when they were going to go for it, their punt, they netted about 15 yards. So, it's 4th and 5. He's on his side of this field. I can't imagine he would line up and go for it, but I could maybe see a fake punt.
I mean, this is an offense. The fewest points they've scored in a game was 14, and that was against Hartley, arguably the best team that they played this season during the regular season. This is a team that's used to putting up high 40s and low 50s on the scoreboard, and to be sitting on 7 right now, that's going to be even more frustrating for the offense to try and make plays. 4th and 5, they snap it back to Monroe, who will send it skyward, and a fair catch is signaled for by Simmons, and he's got it at the 24-yard line. So the punt executed by Marion Franklin, and the Bearcats will take over just inside their own 25-yard line, now leading by the score of 13-7. Boy, and now, Greg, if you're on offense for Brookhaven, you can get another score on that scoreboard. And a team that's already been frustrated on offense, that would go a long, long way.
Well, I think if you're the Bearcats, that's what you want to do. I mean, you frustrate a team like this, and that's been so used to being in the lead and putting up a lot of points. And if you can get up 2 touchdowns now, boy, you turn the tables big time. Because a 1 touchdown lead here for less is not much. That can be burned up very quickly.
See, the quarterback, Michael Fleming's going to line up as a slot man, and they'll snap it straight back to Bruce Foster, and he'll go charging into the line and work his way out near the 28-yard line. So he'll pick up about 3 on the first down play. We've seen Bruce Foster a number of times line up in that spot. He and David Peoples been getting the carries back there. So it'll be 2nd down at about 7 now, coming up for the Bearcats on offense.
It's a great change of pace. I mean, he played quarterback early in the season, so it's easy to do. And he's so athletic. It forces the defenses to prepare for that.
2nd down play coming up now for Brookhaven. And this time, David Peoples takes the direct snap, and he goes straight backwards. Is that Willie Barnes again? No, that is Austin Dent. Wow, what a hit on Peoples.
Yeah, another tackle for loss for Austin Dent. But they're loading the box. There's 8 guys in the box, and look at that hit.
That is textbook tackling right there.
He's physical. He's been in the backfield quite a bit here.
And with that tackle for loss to make it 3rd down and 8, it's going to be a big play here, 3rd down for Brookhaven. They're over here to the near side, and incomplete, and Champion thought he had himself a pick 6 going the other way. Now a late flag has been thrown on this play. That came in well after the incompletion.
That's interesting, because I have no clue what that was going to be. The Champion, ooh, he had a chance.
And a personal foul assessed to Marion Franklin after the play.
Hit a dead ball. Personal foul. 24 on the defense. That's 15 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, that is a huge mistake. We'll see if we see anything here at the end of this play. Incompletion there.
Oh, he hit him. It's not flagrant for sure. I mean, he accelerated into the receiver. Penalties have killed them in the 2nd half. Stalled 2 drives with penalties, and now this one's going to give the Bearcats a 1st down, and they were going to have to punt.
Take another look at it here. Watch 24 come from the left side. Boy, he was hardly even looking at the play. He had his head turned and looking back for the football.
These guys are calling a great game, but that's one I would beg to differ on. If I'm Coach Halfley, I'm not happy with that call.
Well, It's Peoples. Marion Franklin brought the house that time and got him in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. Well, it's almost like they amped it up on that particular play defensively.
Yeah, and sometimes it's a sometimes an adversity play like that will get a team fired up. They've got to stiffen their back a little bit. Another tackle for loss. Well, they're definitely defensively they're showing some urgency. They're putting 6, 7 guys in the box and they're running downhill. They're coming after the Bearcats.
2nd down and 12. Barker's the man in motion. And Micah Fleming steps up down the right sideline and just beyond the reach of the intended receiver, Kendra Powell.
Trying to go for the home run again, and I don't blame him. Powell got behind the secondary. Just a little bit overthrown.
Those two hooked up for a big 56-yard pass play earlier in this 3rd quarter that has given Brookhaven the lead. They were trying to come up with another one there. And now well back behind the play, we've got a down Bearcat. We've got cramping, I believe, in week 12, partner.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time I've seen that.
Oh, boy. So the two teams off to their respective sidelines. And now you got a big 3rd down play here. This will give Brookhaven a little bit of time maybe to talk about what they want to dial up here. But this defense for Marion Franklin, Greg, throughout the year has been a ball-hawking defense coming away with interceptions and fumbles. They would love to get one of those right here.
Well, and you would guess that they're going to bring the heat. I mean, if I'm on the opposite side, I'm thinking screen or, a shorter pass underneath or a slant. Not throwing it deep downfield, but getting rid of it quickly, anticipating the heat coming. Because if they're bringing the heat and you get rid of it, now you got a chance for not only a 1st down, but a big play.
3rd down.
Expect them to bring everything in the kitchen sink.
Brookhaven will need to gain the 48-yard line of Marion Franklin for a 1st down. They got 4 on that defensive line. To his right, Fleming. Hit by Dent, got out of it, then throws late and incomplete. That was broken up, I think, by Thomas James over on the far sideline. And now another penalty marker is down near the line of scrimmage. And either my partner has an itch on his back or he's signaling beyond the line of scrimmage.
You are so perceptive. Yeah, he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Ineligible downfield, number 15 on the offense. That penalty's declined. 4th down.
And that was nearly intercepted. Yeah, he was fortunate that ball wasn't picked. Thomas James had a beat on that one.
So they get a stop on 3rd to the Red Devils, and now should get the football back as Micah Fleming will back up to punt. Back deep to receive Shannon Royster as he drifts inside his own 30-yard line. Fleming handles the high snap, gets away a spiraling line drive that this time will take a friendly roll and go all the way near the 15-yard line. And once again, Marion Franklin is kind of saddled here with not so nice field position.
Well, I think it's very simple for them, as Coach Hafley talked about in the 1st half. And I think on this punt, it looked to me
Julius
Monroe had a chance, and he laid off. He was one of those, he didn't want to get roughing the kicker. And after the penalties they've had the last couple of drives, probably a good decision. But they keep shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, Coach Hafley talked about that in the 1st half, and they come out in the 2nd half. 3 straight drives, 2 on offense, 1 on defense. Penalties really hurt them.
See Julius Monroe creeping up on 100 yards for the night. They need to find a spark here on offense. Monroe, a touchdown run in the 1st half of 59 yards, the only score. It's not going to happen on this one. Barker was back there to make the initial hit, and then Monroe trying to fight for yardage, gets all the way back inside his own 5.
Barker, again, just he's not only is he athletic, but he's disciplined. He does a great job keeping contained right here. A lot of inexperienced defensive ends would allow the running back to bounce that outside, and he has not done that all night.
Boy, and their bad field position just went to worse. All the way back near the 3. Well, back near the 5, I guess. And they'll hand it off. And a short run coming up here. Just over the 5-yard line, so 3rd down and forever now coming up for Marion Franklin. Now they've just got to stay in the area, take care of the ball, don't turn it over.
Yeah, and again, if you're the Bearcats here, boy, I'll tell you what, you get a stop here in a short field. You got a chance to get up 2 scores. I mean, you got to be foaming at the mouth right now for this opportunity. You got the Red Devils with their backs up against the wall, literally.
3rd down play. You have to get all the way out to the 25.
You got to be careful here with the football, too.
Stepping up, Tyler, dancing around in the pocket, going to zing one down the center of the field, and it is caught! It's caught! Streaking down the field is Royster, and he's going to go! 94 yards for the touchdown. Now, all the way back, Greg, near midfield is a penalty marker. I have a feeling that it is.
On Marion Franklin. Touchdown.
It was a sideline warning issued to Marion Franklin. The touchdown will count.
Yeah, I didn't see any flags during the play, and it looked like a clean play. But Tyler had time to throw.
Yeah.
That was, you know, they hit Royster on the vertical. He had time to throw. He put it right where he should. There was a linebacker trailing, but he wasn't looking, which is typically the case. And excellent job by Royster to not only catch the football, but to separate and run away from coverage.
That's a pretty strong throw, Greg, because the wind has picked up as the evening has gone along. The American flag all the way to our far left is extremely feeling the effects of the wind. Behind the play, I think it was Royster ended up a little hobbled. That's why we have the delay right now before a very important extra point that's coming up.
When you have a delay because you have a personnel issue. You need all 11 on the field, and they had 10.
Ryan Hafley coming out, talking with one of the officials, trying to get confirmation on something here.
Well, no doubt that's the play of the game, because that ball was thrown into coverage. There's tight coverage right there. 3 white shirts in the vicinity, and Royster not only comes up with it, but goes 94 yards. Hello.
So the extra point coming up.
And an all-important extra point at that.
Royster finally to his feet and will rejoin his teammates on the sidelines. And now they'll be set to kick this extra point.
He just needs oxygen.
Cameron Thompson will put it down. Anthony Hotman, a sophomore, does the snapping. Sean Thomas for the lead. The extra point is up, and it is good. And Marion Franklin out in front now, 14-13. Take a look here. The throw into the traffic. Great concentration.
And that's a good throw. I mean, as a quarterback, you're trained to throw. When you got a defender that's not looking, he threw it right by his ear. And that was Peoples that was on the coverage. And wow, 94 yards.
Be a great look here.
Look at the protection he had. He threw it right where you're supposed to throw it. That's a great throw. And Royster finishes. And then he looks for oxygen. 94 yards. When all seemed lost. I mean, they've had one positive play in the second half. One.
And that was it.
And that was it.
And they've really only just had the 2 big plays on the touchdown. I mean, other than that, Brookhaven has played a spectacular game defensively tonight. But now they look at the scoreboard and they trail.
Well, once again, though, if you're Trevor White, you're in the game near the 4th quarter. I think he probably would have taken that. Not only in the game, but I mean, really have controlled the game so far.
You go back and look at the scores, 27-2 this year in the regular season. Marion Franklin won 20-14 last year. won both meetings in 2011. A 1-point game in the regular season, then a 6-point win in the playoffs. As this return by Devontae Lewis will come out over the 33-yard line. You want to know what's the most, well, okay, for me, nobody else probably cares. The most interesting nugget I came up with, they beat them 27-2 in the regular season this year. They beat them 27-2 in 2010. I don't know how that's possible.
That is
very unusual. Well, now you're Brookhaven. You go back on offense. You trail by a single digit. And still a lot of football to be played here as we're down to $1:16 to play in the third quarter.
When you're down 1, but you know, they've got a good kicker too in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing that they have an advantage. You know, you get him in range, and he's pretty solid.
All right, first down and 10 now. They will work Fleming out of the shotgun, and on first down, he will turn it, hand it off to David Peoples. He'll work his way out near the 40-yard line. Good, solid 6-yard run for David Peoples. And really, if you're Brookhaven, partner, they have had success running that. Just stay consistent with it, I think.
Where they've had success tonight is Peoples on that, dive kind of right up the middle off the read, and the underneath passing game, the short passing game. I think that's what you got to stick with right now. Put Fleming in a situation where he can have success, and your go-to guy is good Peoples.
Second down and 4. Football at the 40-yard line. And Fleming will roll, looking downfield. He's got a man and a catch at the 45-yard line.
Guess who?
Barker able to hang on after taking a hit and a first down throw.
And how about that acrobatic catch? Hey. What a great throw by Micah Fleming. Once again, there's a defender in the vicinity, but he's not looking. His back's turned to the quarterback, and Barker goes up and gets it and hangs on, takes the hit, which way he's played tonight, you would expect.
18 yards on the throw from Fleming to Barker.
Go right back and give it to Peoples.
That is Peoples behind the quarterback, Fleming, and it snaps through his hands, and he has to come back and fall on it back at the 46. So they go from the 42 on one side to the 46 on the other.
Oh, man. Just when you got it going, you get a bad snap, and you lose about 12 yards. That is frustrating.
And that is the end of 3 quarters of play. It's been a battle back and forth, and Marion Franklin for the first time has the lead as we carry into the 4th quarter of action. Shannon Royster's 94-yard touchdown sprint put Marion Franklin ahead.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
I'm here with Tony, the general manager of the brand new Menards store in Lewis Center. Now, Tony, I've been hearing some great things about your window and door selection. What can you tell me about that?
Well, here at Menards, we've got hundreds of different in-stock doors for you to choose from. Interior, exterior doors. Same thing with the windows. We've got a great selection of in-stock windows. Plus, we've got a full special order line as well.
Looks like Menards really does have a great selection of windows and doors. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Tony?
Yes, come see me here at the new Lewis Center Menards store or visit any of our other 2 Menards locations around Columbus.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Well, you see how the course of this game has gone, and right now it is a failed extra point that is the difference in the ball game as Marion Franklin has the lead over Brookhaven. And we take a look at these 2 schools and some of the alumni who have gone on to have some great success beyond their days here in high school. And Terry Glenn, he did all right for himself. Played there at the Ohio State University.
He did quite all right for himself. Marlon Kerner, another one. How about Paul O'Neill? He did okay. A few big rings on his finger.
And Eddie Milner over there on the other side for Marion Franklin, although Marion Franklin here in the last half dozen years or so have certainly put their fair share of players into college football. As we return to action, Fleming hits Powell, and he is in for the score!
No flags.
54 yards, second time this duo is hooked up in the second half.
Boy, I love the play call right there. Goes straight vertical. Powell gets behind the defense. What a great throw by Micah Fleming. Stay in the pocket and nailing that throw.
And both times, Greg, they have hit this home run ball has been coming out of a quarter break or a long time out of some sort. They've hit the home run ball, and 56 earlier and 54 here, and just like that, Brookhaven back in front. And now with the missed extra point earlier in the third quarter, they will try and pick up that point back by going for two.
Boy, it just feels like they caught that Red Devil defense just sitting on their heels a little bit there on that play and ran right by him.
So a very important two-point conversion try coming up now for the Bearcats. Fleming will be in there at quarterback. And Royster is to his right. They look over the left side. It's not there. Dump it back to the right and just overthrowing Powell in the front of the end zone. So they fail on the two-point try, and now we'll have a 5-point lead at 19-14. But let's take a look at this touchdown pass from Fleming to Powell. That's a pretty ball.
That's a great ball. Good protection, first of all. He had time to throw the football. They caught him in man coverage. There's no free safety back there. Well, there is, but overran it. Shannon Royster cut, ran to the left, and allowed Powell to get behind him. That's a great throw. I mean, excellent read by Micah Fleming. Took advantage of really a busted secondary right there. How about that? They're right back on the lead.
Another short scoring drive for Brookhaven. And it's been the big plays tonight. We've had 5 touchdowns in this game, and 4 of the 5, Greg, have gone for 54 yards or more.
Well, they're trading body blows here in the second half now. It's going back and forth.
So by that virtue, we're not done scoring here? Is that kind of what you're leading me to believe here?
I have a feeling we're not done scoring. just a sneaking suspicion. I don't think the Red Devils are going to lay down, do you?
No. Kickoff is away. And Royster will take it away from Monroe. On his return, he will stumble his way to the 25-yard line. Well, let's see what Marion Franklin has for an answer.
But they had a pretty good answer last drive, going 94 yards in one play on third and forever. That's the thing. That's been their, as we talked about, that's really been their only success in the second half. Penalties have just killed them.
Well, let's see if they can put it together here. Kind of back in the same scenario they were just a few moments ago when they hit the long touchdown pass. Now they'll work back at it. Quarterback Justin Tyler with 2 backs flanking either side of it. With 2 receivers to his right. And on first down, Julius Monroe hits that hole, but hit again by a couple of Bearcat defenders and down at the 29-yard line.
And I think he's the guy you got to get the ball to in the running game. He's obviously had the success.
And
got a Bearcat down.
Yep, going to have another delay here in the action as you see Julius Monroe. He's got one of those big touchdown runs tonight. And Coach White knows that it is right there for the taking for his football team.
You got to give some credit to Coach White and his staff. I think they've done a really nice job preparing their football team this week. They're coming in with some confidence after the win last week over Chillicothe, but they have played an excellent game. They had a great game plan coming in. And when you can neutralize Marion Franklin, as explosive as they are, you're doing some pretty good things.
Well, all of the OHSA football playoff action continues Saturday night when Division I powerhouses Coleraine and Pickerington Central will hook up in the Region 2 football tournament. Coverage will begin live at 7 p.m. from Welcome Stadium in Dayton, right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. I hear you're going to be at that game. Is that correct? Colerain, Pick Central?
Yes, I am.
Tell me something about that game tomorrow night.
That's going to be a great football game. I would certainly give the edge to Colerain. Colerain's got some serious speed on both sides of the ball. But Pick Central, went down to Lakota West last week and won, and really pulled away in the second half and really out-physicaled Lakota West. So, I think Pick Central is one of those teams. Obviously, they've been in the playoffs. They're playing with a lot of confidence, and you just never know. Colerain this year is really good.
Well, they were nationally ranked in some publications, and just have had a monster season. Coach Bolden down there has done another great job with Colerain.
Well, if there's any defensive coordinators in Central Ohio that can pull it off, it's Jeff LaMonaco at Pick Central. But he's got his hands full tomorrow. I mean, they better tackle well, because if you miss a tackle against Colerain, it's game over. They're going to the end zone.
It'll be a great atmosphere as well at Welcome Stadium. Been a lot of good high school football playoff games played in that building. You and I have done a couple of them.
I've been there quite a few times. Usually, regional final, this type of a regional final feel tomorrow night, like this one tonight.
Second down and 7 now, and it'll be Justin Tyler on the run with some room, and he's over the 45. First down run of 17 yards for quarterback Justin Tyler, and it took Lewis and Grant to bring him down.
Well, Devontae Collins, the left tackle, had an absolute pancake block right there. That's one they're going to love when they watch it on film. And that set up the opening. That was a gaping hole there.
Football out near the 48-yard line. Monroe with the handoff straight through the middle. More room again for Julius Monroe as he will bang his way down to the 30-yard line. That is 18 more quick yards on Monroe.
When he had his team going, saved a touchdown by Devon Grant and Devontae Lewis.
And we're going to get a timeout used here by Brookhaven as their defense has been gashed on these last two plays, partner.
Well, and that happened the first half when Marion Franklin got ahead of steam going. The Bearcats called timeout to try to slow the momentum.
So we've got a timeout on the field. Long way to go in this fourth quarter. 10:53. Marion Franklin trailing by 5. They're on the move here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Don't miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.
Hi, I'm at the Columbus East Menards store with Scott, the general manager. Now, Scott, I've been hearing some great things about this store. What can you tell us?
Yes, here at Menards, we have everyday low prices plus sales too. Back here in our cabinets and appliance barn, we have everything you need to build the kitchen of your dreams, from cabinets, countertops, major appliances. We even have kitchen design center.
Well, I guess Menards really does have everything you need to help you get that kitchen of your dreams. Scott, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, actually, stop at the Columbus East Menards and ask for me. I'd be glad to help. Or you can stop by one of our other Columbus locations.
Thursdays on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Join host Chris Goff, analyst Dave Nielsen, and Seren Petro for comprehensive fantasy football news and information that could easily translate into an office championship. Injury reports, who to start, who to sit, and who to keep an eye on that might surprise us all.
19-14, Brookhaven on top here early on in the fourth quarter from St. Francis de Sales High School. And from the physics behind a perfect football spiral to the chemistry of a red-hot race car, science, technology, engineering, and math help power many of our favorite sports. Visit connectamillionminds.com to learn more. Well, Marion Franklin's got a first down. On the move here, trailing by 5. After giving up a long touchdown play moments ago, it's going to be the quarterback, Tyler, again. And he's out near the 25, and That'll be a face mask as you see the penalty marker come flying in. They're going to tack on probably 15 on this one.
Yeah, David Peoples came in, made a nice tackle. I love the play call right there because the whole defense was keying on Julius Monroe. Tyler kept it and had a positive game.
Defense number 5 with a face mask. 15.
Well, big penalty here, and you're going to see a good look at it right here.
Yeah, he definitely got it and hung on. When David Peoples has been a guy who's making a lot of plays too on both sides of the ball tonight.
Well, I was thinking that because we've had players down, we've had some cramps going on, a lot of stretching going on the sidelines, and you've got players on both of these sides, Greg, playing a lot of snaps here tonight.
Yeah, when you go both ways, you get over 100 snaps. I mean, I don't care what kind of shape you're in. That's stressing your body.
First down and 10, football to 13. And it's Julius Monroe, and a short run here. So work his way over the 10 to around the, well, right at the 10. Gain of 3. See the quarterback Tyler here tonight, what he's been able to do. A little more with those legs here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think that's a play that they should run more of. You know, kind of fake the Monroe, let him keep it.
Go back to a power formation here. That is James in motion, and it's Monroe. Hurdles his way into the hole. And this is 4-down territory now if you are Marion Franklin, because a three-pointer doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation.
Yeah, and then, again, issues with the kicking game tonight. But they do, you know, they pick up a couple positive yards there. So you got 3rd and 5, so as you say, you don't have to get it all right here. But they want a power look on 2nd down. See what they do on 3rd. They're staying in that formation. I think they feel like they can run it right at the Bearcats.
Need to get inside the 4 for a first. Play action pass. Tyler on the move. Steps back. Now we'll run. Got the first.
He's in.
Got to the end zone. How about that effort by Tyler Jones for a 9-yard touchdown run?
Well, they go play action, and it's well covered. It looks like he's dead to rights and trying to throw it away, and next thing you know, he breaks a tackle and puts it in the end zone.
So Justin Tyler with the touchdown run. Now Marion Franklin talking about whether or not they want to go for 2 here or not.
Boy, what a play. That was 3rd down. He was thinking about throwing it away, or if he gets tackled, it's going to be 4th and 5. That would put Coach Hafley in a tough spot.
So it's 20-19. So 1 point here doesn't do you any good. So you might as well go for 2 and try to make it a 3-point advantage.
Bearcats very capable of kicking field goal. I say you fake it to Monroe and let Tyler keep it.
So Justin Tyler, he'll take it. Quick little throw over the middle. That may have been deflected, and it was at the line of scrimmage. So a 2-point conversion pass fails, and it will remain a 1-point lead now for Marion Franklin. Here's the touchdown.
Yeah, clearly going play action. I like the call, but it's well covered. And right here looks like he's dead to rights. Well, he gives a little hesitation move. He just freezes the defenders right there.
Well, here's the play right
I thought
there.
he might throw it away, but yeah, I mean, this is the play of the game to me because it's either 4th and 5 or he's trying to if he forces it into coverage, that might get intercepted. Right. That's a tremendous athletic play by your quarterback.
Remember, Tyler kind of started that drive off with a long run, about 18 yards. And he finishes it off with a touchdown run and a 74-yard drive. That's been the longest scoring drive in terms of plays we've had from either team tonight. It's been generally a kind of a quick-hitting big play tonight.
That's been their only drive tonight, really, other than the big plays. But back-to-back scores for Marion Franklin. They're finally getting their offense in gear in the 4th quarter when they need it the most.
Remember, the winner of this will take on the 1 versus 4 matchup tonight between the Plains Athens, who just scores points in bunches.
Wow, is that an offense?
And Dresden Tri-Valley.
How about Tri-Valley? You know, not a great year, but boy, they playing well in the playoffs.
you know, they had such a great run with a great group of kids, kind of had to take a step backwards and have now gotten back into the playoffs, trying to get a win, but it would take a pretty good effort to beat Athens tonight. Oh, look at this return. I think this is Peoples over on the far side carrying it across midfield, and that's a big play for Brookhaven.
That's Terry Barker.
Well, why would I assume anybody else?
Well, now we got a little tennis match going on. Both these teams are waking up. Well, excellent job. Look at the white shirts. He bounces this outside. To me, that looks like he was by design. And you're going to give him a short field.
So they'll have it at midfield, trailing by 1. Still 9:07 to play here in the third quarter. A lot of games going final already around the state. Maybe you were at a game, you come home, turned on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. We welcome you to the broadcast. Todd Bell, Greg Fry, Emily Harkins, our hardworking Time Warner Cable Sports Channel crew. And we've got a dandy on our hands here tonight in Division III, Region 9. Marion Franklin clinging to a 1-point lead in the red, Brookhaven in the white. And on first down and 10 from the midfield stripe, it will be a handoff to Peoples. Tries to get to the corner and banged down at the Marion Franklin 43-yard line by Omar Alfred.
Boy, David Peoples, I think he's really coming on and gaining momentum as this game's getting into the fourth quarter. He's running it well. But he's been their consistent guy offensively. With the exception of Powell, who's got the two big touchdown receptions.
Here, Marion Franklin, you've got about 7 or 8 seniors on this defense. Looking up at that scoreboard, season and career in jeopardy here tonight, trying to come up with a defensive stand. Meanwhile, this Brookhaven ball club trying to avenge an earlier loss this season to their rivals. They've dropped 6 of the last 7 to Marion Franklin. Trying to come up with a playoff upset on second down and short. And the handoff will be to Devontae Lewis, who will get his first carry of the night and nowhere to go. Back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, Peoples trotted off, which I thought was kind of odd there. I'm not sure if he had an injury or an equipment issue. And Lewis gets his first carry.
And we've got another down Bearcat. Clock will stop. Under 8 minutes to play in our fourth quarter here tonight. Two very proud programs. Brookhaven going undefeated in the City League North, finishing at 7-0. 6-0 was Marion Franklin in the City League South. I don't know if you caught it or not, partner, when the two teams were out there stretching on the field and we were visiting with the coaches. Heard a lot of north side, south side, going back and forth between the two clubs. So there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, not to mention moving to the regional final, a little bit of bragging rights for next year.
Well, you can stay tuned 11 o'clock tonight as coverage of the 2013 OHSA football playoffs will continue. Catch either the Division II Region 3 matchup between Bedford and Glenville or the Division II Region 6 battle between Northwest and Loveland. Check your local listings for the games and the times. Glenville, one of those teams partner that benefited by the new Super Region Division 1, if you will, dropping down to Division 2. A couple of schools that people looked at that and went, well, they're just going to coast right on through. And maybe not the case for some of those schools. And I mean, this is one of them here, Marion Franklin, dropping from 2 to 3.
Right.
Many thought they might just have an easier time of it, but Brookhaven's saying otherwise.
There's no easy ride. There's still a lot of good teams in Division 2.
3rd down. Oh. And this time they put Kendra Powell in the backfield. And he had nowhere to go. Lost a yard. It'll be 4th and 4.
I had a feeling Willie Barnes was somewhere in the mix down there, as well as Austin Dent. But look at the penetration. Coming from the backside. Boy, a lot of red shirts in there. Thomas James as well.
I want to correct myself. That was Austin Payne on the run that time, junior running back. So Peoples exits. Then they had a couple of guys in Lewis and Payne that have to make carries here in crucial situation. And now the decision by Coach White to punt the football away here, or at least line up to punt, with still 7 minutes and change to go.
When Peoples is back on the field, that's just mind-boggling what happened there.
Fleming will take the snap, trying to pin Marion Franklin in deep. punt will be fielded inside the 10 by by Alfred, and will work his way over the 10. Not surprised at the decision for Brookhaven to punt the football, because as well as their defense has played tonight, they should be able to get it back here if they play like they have been tonight.
They should, but they had that third and short situation, or second and short, and they go backwards. I think really missed opportunity there with the short field. But good news is they punt it down there, and they pin Marion Franklin on their own 11.
Well, scoring with the short field hasn't been their MO tonight.
No, no.
Because
they're not comfortable there.
They're apparently not.
Let's make it difficult.
Yes. Why not? 1st and 10, Marion Franklin. Ball just across the 10-yard line. Now they've got a chance with a 1-point lead to try and run some clock. On 1st down, quarterback draw, Justin Tyler, and he is tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. And I believe that is Paul Ernest Hughes in there on the tackle, and it is. Senior linebacker for the Bearcats.
This is a nice tackle because Tyler bounced that outside. Looked like he had a chance to gain some positive yardage, but Ernest Hughes took him down.
See Landon Yearty check out of the lineup right there for Marion Franklin. Again, he is one of their big-time threats that just has not been much of a part of this game here tonight.
He's not 100%.
Yep, no question. 2nd down and 10. Tyler takes it. He gives to Monroe. Nice little hole as he works over the 15, and then the Bearcats will drag him backwards. And Parker again, among other Bearcats on that tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up now for Marion Franklin. Clock under 6 minutes to go.
Got some help by Backus there as well. That was an important tackle. 3rd and 3 here. This is a big play. Red Devils want to chew some more clock, and the Bearcats, they need to stop. You got to think offensively, the Bearcats are looking at probably 2 more touches, or 1 if they don't stop the Red Devils here.
Snap bobble. Tyler tries to make something out of it. It's going to depend on the spot.
Can't get it.
This will come in from the side. Says it's at the 20. He will be short of the 1st down marker. And it was all on the bobble of the shotgun snap that time for the quarterback, Justin Tyler.
Well, how about Tyler even having a chance to get a 1st down? That was a botched play from the get-go. But a great job by the Bearcats holding their water and making the tackle.
See Julius Monroe over the 100-yard mark tonight, but unable to help his club out and get a 1st down here. And now Coach White wants to burn a timeout, preserve some time. You see the clock stopped at 4:40 or 4:38 to play.
How about the night by Julius Monroe? I mean, he came in this game with only 55 carries. Leading rusher tonight after coming off an injury. Who'd have thunk?
Well,
there you go.
Marion Franklin for the time still had their offense out there on the field, but they have now substituted their special teams unit. And yeah, that has not gone swimmingly at times tonight for Marion Franklin. That's the big exchange here for this punt. If they punt.
Whoa. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but it doesn't look like punt formation to me.
Woo.
This is interesting.
Are they just going to try and draw them off?
This is interesting.
They line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. They give to Barnes, and it's going to be close, and it looks like the spot's going to give it to him.
Are you kidding me?
Woo! A 1-point lead at your own 20-yard line, and the indication from the Red Devils is that they have the 1st down, and I thought with the official running in from the side that they had it, and they do. My, oh my.
Well, there's a time and a place to make a call like this, and credit Coach Hafley. I mean, he's like, look, guys, we're going to run the ball, power, and it looks like he did get the positive yardage. You know, you put the game in the hands of your strength and your players, and you let them make a play. I give him credit. That took a lot of courage.
Senior Willie Barnes got the necessary yardage for the 1st down off the right side of that line, but now it's Monroe stumbling backwards and coming back for the Bearcats on defense. To Kavion Simmons, has made a couple of big plays behind the line of scrimmage tonight, and this is a huge loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah, another tackle for loss. That's just, that play was set up by the penetration.
That was back
by back on the right-hand side. You know, the one negative right now is that the Bearcats have used 2 of their 3 timeouts already, so they have to get a stop right now.
Second down with the ball all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Got some confusion defensively. They're finally lined up.
It's Monroe up to the 20. Penalty marker is going to come flying in. Now you've got a decision to make, Parker.
You do.
Holding will go against Marion Franklin. If you are Coach White, 3rd and 9 or 2nd and let's say 20.
This is a tough one because it's a field position. Field position's key here,
and you're going to lose time here.
That's
Marion
right.
Franklin's going to get to run another play because it'll still remain 2nd down if they accept the penalty.
I would accept it.
11 to the offense. That penalty's flying. 3rd down.
He feels good enough that they can make a play here on 3rd and long.
That's where the timeouts really hurt him.
Yeah.
If he had 2 timeouts, he would have accepted that penalty. They just need the football. I mean, I wouldn't fault him either way, but he's going with the time here because that clock is ticking. After the penalty, they're running the clock.
They need to get to the 32-yard line. Empty backfield here, and look at the Bearcats at the line of scrimmage. That is Simmons right over the football right now. And you see the quarterback, Tyler, waits for the back judge to put his hand up, signaling 5 seconds on the play clock. Quarterback draw, and they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. And boy, was that a punishing hit. Blaze burst, and it might have been Ernest Hughes or Simmons. One or the other got him up high. That's a big defensive stop.
Well, and great awareness by that defensive line in front 7 to look for the quarterback draw. That's a good play call. I think it's a design run, I believe. And they stayed home looking for it.
And it was Ernest Hughes that finished him off as well as Blaze.
I like the call by Coach Hafley there. Because if you catch it, you got him.
And now the all-important punt. Well, they went for 4th down a moment ago, and at the very least, they burned a lot of time. Ooh. He almost blocked the punt. Simmons lost the sight of the football, got away from it. He'll be down at the 45-yard line, and now flag behind the play out of the middle of the field, and this is going to go against Marion Franklin. This is going to give them some big additional yards.
You're right. The gain on 4th down burned 2 extra minutes. Critical time. But the Bearcats can get good field position no matter what happens here.
You see the personal foul that's going to be marked off against Marion Franklin, which is going to take the football, I believe, near the 40-yard line.
Well, Trevor White, you'd asked him on Monday, down 1, 2 minutes to go.
Personal foul on the kicking team. Number 23, 15 yards from the end of the run. 1st down.
Well, first off, Brookhaven almost blocked this punt, Greg.
Yes.
They did a good job of avoiding Monroe.
They did. A good job not roughing the punter. But how about Monroe? I mean, he's done a nice job coming in and getting the punts off tonight under a heavy rush. But here you go, short field.
Couldn't see the foul. It came off to the right side of the screen there. All right, from the 38-yard line, 1st down, they swing it out to Peoples, and we've got flags and whistles, and this is going to go against Brookhaven.
Boy, and they had a good play call, too.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense, number 12, 5 yards, still 1st down.
Penalties on Powell, but they had a great play call. They had a swing pass to Peoples, and now you got to change the play.
See the night for David Peoples, who's back in there at running back.
I would come back to that play because it was open. Not here.
And Marion Franklin defensively here, I think.
Timeout. Marion Franklin. 1st charge timeout.
They were a little misaligned, so they will call a timeout here. Trying to protect a 1-point lead. Ryan Hafley and the Red Devils of Marion Franklin.
We talked about in pregame how the defense was his strength. And they've been solid all year. And I guess it's going to come down to whether or not they can make it stop.
Both teams have made big plays tonight. Brookhaven took the lead on a short touchdown run by Peoples, but that's been the only short touchdown of the night. Marion Franklin scored with 6:02 to play in the second quarter on a 59-yard run by Julius Monroe. We were tied at 7 at the break. In the third, Brookhaven took the lead on a Condre Powell 56-yard touchdown catch from Fleming. Point after was no good. That's played a key role here in this second half, and it was 13-7. Then Royster for Marion Franklin caught a 94-yard touchdown pass. They made the extra point to make it 14-13. That's where it was going to the fourth. Brookhaven regained the lead on a Powell 54-yard touchdown pass just 15 seconds into the fourth quarter. They went for two, pass failed, 19-14 Brookhaven. And then with 9:16 to play in the fourth, Justin Tyler, a 9-yard touchdown run. They went for two to try and make it a 3-point game again. And their pass failed, and that's where we are, 20-19. With just 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in our fourth quarter. And again, Cisse Abbas, he's got a 32-yard field goal on the night. Now, he would be kicking into a pretty decent breeze, but they would at least give them a chance. They don't have to get the touchdown here. They can at least try a three-pointer to win this one here tonight. As you see the players from both sides exhorting on their fans to make some noise here tonight.
Well, the one guy I'd be looking for to get the ball to is Powell, because he's made the big plays tonight. If you're Marion Franklin, you better know where he is.
Our delay right now, I believe we have they're going to put some time back on the clock here. So they're trying to get that message to the press box, and they will readjust the clock.
I thought we were having another geese fly over or something.
Well, what this has done, it's allowed both sides to make adjustments.
They're all ready, that's for sure.
Yeah, Brookhaven to run a player out there. The Marion Franklin makes a defensive change. Game of chess going on here. All right, we resume action. 1st and 15 now for the Bearcats. And Tyler will make that Fleming on the run, and he'll be sacked by Dent. Back at the midfield stripe. They will lose about 6 yards on the play.
And not only do you lose 6 yards, that clock runs. And Fleming's got to run all the way to the sideline to get the play. This is burning a lot of clock. How about Austin Dent? Another tackle for loss. That's 3 for him tonight.
Players on both sides of the football have made big defensive plays. Now it's second down from the 49-yard line. Second down and 21.
Run that swing pass to Peoples. Come back to that.
Here come the Red Devils, and they bring him down again back at the 47-yard line. A combination of Dent and Wellborn on the sack.
They brought Wellborn from the wide side, his linebacker position. And the pass protection really breaking down right now for the Bearcats.
Boy, you want to save that last time out, partner, but yeah, I mean, now that clock's winding. Players have been running down the field. They're tired. And it's going to be under a minute to go when they snap this football. And now they got to get all the way down to the 28 on the other end of the field. And Marion Franklin will burn a timeout. They'll have one left now.
Second charge, timeout.
Almost does Brookhaven a bit of a favor right there, but if you're Brian Hafley, you want to make sure that you have the right defensive alignment.
Well, the good thing he did, he waited till that clock ran all the way down.
Yeah.
He let a lot of clock burn. And to me, it's a value timeout there, because he wanted to make sure his guys were lined up properly. It's 3rd and 25. So let's get our guys lined up the right way. But boy, Bearcats burning a lot of clock, having to huddle right there and not getting to play in right away.
It has been a seesaw affair. Both teams have answered tonight. But now Brookhaven, boy, well, you take the way this thing has swung in the last minute, Greg. I mean, it was first down at the 38-yard line after a personal foul on Marion Franklin on a punt. And all they've done defensively now is moved them back 25 yards.
Yeah, and if you're the Bearcats, you got to be taking 2 plays here. You got 2 plays to pick up the first down. But you got to get probably 10, 15 yards in this first play at a minimum.
Well, the Marion Franklin fans, they've got this place shaking on this side of the field. 3rd down. Fleming steps by 1. Now we'll throw downfield. He got it! And that's a first down inside the 25. But a flag behind the play as the quarterback Fleming was beyond the line of scrimmage when he let it go.
Oh. Terry Barker got open. Boy, Fleming was close in the line of scrimmage, and obviously appears that he crossed it.
The line of scrimmage was the 47. It appeared Fleming let it go near the midfield stripe, and the officials were on top of it.
Yep. We had an illegal forward pass on the offense, number 5. That's 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Loss of down, 4th down.
So now this will be the ball game.
And the pressure was caused. Dent got through, forced him up in the pocket. Yeah, he was probably at the 48 when he let it go.
A lot closer than I thought it was. Well, this is the ball game. They have to get a first down here because it's 4th down. Fleming being chased and he's dropped. Timothy Jeffers makes the sack, and Marion Franklin will escape.
Well, how about that defense stepping up? Every play seemed to go backwards on that drive. The Red Devils defense steps up under pressure with some serious urgency. The season on the line. And that front seven got pressure every single play on that drive.
They ended up forcing Brookhaven back 22 yards after they started the possession at the 38. And they'll have to snap it 1 time. And the Red Devils of Marion Franklin will be advancing in the Region 9 playoffs into the Regional Finals. A gutsy performance on both sides, and it will come up 1 point short tonight for Brookhaven.
Well, you got to tip your hand to the Bearcats because they came to play tonight, and they gave the Red Devils everything they could handle. And Brian Hafley is going to be breathing a sigh of relief coming away with a victory tonight. It wasn't pretty, but boy, does his team step up in the second half when the game was on the line, offensively and defensively.
You saw the 2 head coaches shaking hands, going through the line. A lot of respect on both sides for those 2 coaches. Clean game out on the field tonight. It came down to the very end, and Marion Franklin has the win. Red Devils will push their record out to 11-1, while Brookhaven's season will end at 9-3 with 2 losses to Marion Franklin. Down to the sidelines, Emily Harkins with a happy head coach, Brian Hafley.
So, Coach, some big plays made by both teams. What was your key to success?
You know, our kids just kept on fighting. It was a great game. You know, that's what we kind of expect from the Brookhaven team. You know, they're well coached. Coach White had them ready to go tonight. I hope our kids learned something because we did not have a great week of practice, and this was an evidence of that.
And your defense pulls through again at the end. How do you critique their performance tonight?
They made the plays when they had to. You know, that's what happened. We were not good on defense all night at all. If we want a chance to win this thing next week, we have to play much better, and it starts Monday through Thursday.
And what does it mean advancing to the next round of playoffs again for you and your team?
I mean, it's always better, I guess, to make adjustments and stuff like that when you win.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations. Todd.
All right, Emily, thank you very much. And Brian Hafley's Marion Franklin Red Devils made the plays when they had to, and they get the victory tonight by the score of 20-19. Still more to come. We'll be back to Alumni Stadium at St. Francis de Sales High School in Columbus with more right here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
miss a minute of the action as Time Warner Cable Sports Channel brings you football from around the state. The playoffs tonight.